Oh wait, the sounds are in here too, huh? Oh shit! I just remembered. Yo,
Yeah.
what's good with it? What's good with it? My brother Jinx
What's
in the
good,
building,
my
Joe
guy?
business and all of
Yeddispeaks?
that. Come on now.
Yes, sir, skis. What's the deal? What's
What's the
the
deal? What's
deal?
the deal, man?
Already, man. Come on now. I'm just placing certain things here and there
Nah, I
and
feel you. Me
whatnot.
too. We talking about sliding things and
I'm
placing
over here like,
things.
yeah. Oh, here we go. Got it.
Making sure everything go the correct way, this way and that
Right,
way and all of
right.
that ways.
Let's see if this is better right here. Boom.
All right, appreciate you on the Go
I
Popular.
got
Welcome
y'all
in.
right there. Boom, bomb, bang, bang, bing, bang,
Bing
bing,
bang.
bing, 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 bing. Alrighty. On the
On that
set.
settlements and all of that. Yeah. In Heroes too, there's a like if you would want me to hear a sound, more or less like the sounds that I usually do are in here, but I can definitely add more. But
Gotcha,
in
gotcha,
the
gotcha.
little, you know what I'm saying, like the right here or the or just
Ah,
like oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff in there.
okay.
So if you wanted for me to hear some stuff, and obviously my stream will hear it too, and like likewise
Right.
mine would throw it up for yours. So
Gotcha. Okay. It's Gucci. Yes, sir.
yes,
We
sir.
here, man. We here.
We here.
My guy, yeah, these streams in the bell all that, man. Stop playing.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
We in the building. It's your boy
Come on
Yeti
now.
Streams, Yeti Johnson, coming at you with the first ever Yeddispeaks Podcast with the first ever guest on in the history of the podcast. The podcast is 2 weeks old, or what would that be like? Since last week was the first week, this is like 2 weeks, or is that 1 week old?
Maybe
What do you
not.
think?
Tight shit.
I don't know, 1 week. Cause like when I started my fitness journey too, I was like, damn, the first week ever. Is this week zero? Is
Right.
that what they call a week zero? So I don't know what to
True.
call this. But this is the second
Maybe,
ever
yeah.
podcast, just
All
for
right.
everybody to know out there. So yes, and it's history. We're making it. I have to make it with my brother here, Joe in the building, and definitely wouldn't have anyone else, man. Appreciate you for making
I
the time.
appreciate it, man. Already, gang. You already know what it is. We here, bro. Stop playing with it. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All that.
I'm already knowing. I know you hitting some what word is it?
Yeah, I'm over here.
All of that.
You know it,
Salutes.
brother.
So, well,
For
we
sure.
we of course know each other. You know what I'm saying? This is my brother, y'all. But for those who maybe are new even to yours, sliding through, and for my people as well, just an introduction of who you are, and then maybe how we met, and as well afterward, anything you would like to plug. So we'll start off with who you are. What do you do?
Tight shit, man. It's your boy Joe Business, you feel me? Leader of the Mo Gang Entertainment, straight like that, you feel me? J-Mo Tuga, J-Mo, however you want to say it, the MGE and all of that. But yeah, man, I'm a streamer, bruh. I can fortunately say I'm blessed enough to say I'm a full-time streamer, bruh. And you know what I'm saying? I've been blessed enough to do so. And it's crazy. You already know, like my Uso said, bro. I met Yeti at the age of like 8, bro. The age of 8 or 9, somewhere around there, bro. We grew up in the same city, the same area, and we went to the same church. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we met. That's how we built that relationship. All right, Ironwood. All right, Dub. You feel what I'm saying? All that. But yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Pretty much that.
There we go. Yeah, no, definitely. So for those, this is my guy. Grew up together quite literally, and it's definitely a blessing way later in life to be able to be here and doing this, both of us. You know what I'm saying, in this space.
Thanks.
And at this level too. So definitely. And anything you would like to plug, Oos, before we get started as well. And definitely I'll give you another chance at the end to plug anything else as well. But
hey man, we just here, man. You know what I'm saying? We streaming on all platforms type shit. On Kick, on Twitch, on TikTok, man. Joe_business_ all of that. You feel me? Appreciate the plug. You feel me? Saying shit like that, you heard?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
I appreciate it.
Hey, my brother, on everything. Joe_business_ Mo Gang Entertainment. Y'all know what it is.
Yes, sir.
So I definitely have a plethora of subjects for us to go over, and I was mulling over which one to start with this whole time, like even all the way up until this exact point, us sitting down here talking, and something has always came to me, and especially in recent times with man how everything's going today, society and all the people, and something that definitely hit me right before this month started was it was about, and this was during my last cinema therapy on Thursday. We were just talking about how the world needs more love. You know what I'm saying? It
Oh
really
yeah.
does need love in general. And that's kind of what I want to start with tonight. Leading with love. And that's something I believe in general that we should be doing in life. And then I quite literally want to lead tonight's podcast off with that. That as like a topic, segment, and theme, I guess, just for this first part of the podcast. So just to start
Oh,
off with love, what is love to you? When you think
love
love,
to me,
what does love mean? What is love to you?
man. Love to me, bro. That's a strong word. It's so simple. This a
Nah,
four
yeah.
letter word, but it carries weight. You feel what I'm
Nah,
saying?
for sure does.
So there's so many things I could say on the topic of love, on the word of love, but love is just like it's caring, it's nurturing. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple ways of like love languages. There's so many things on how to show love. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Being in love, showing love, like bro, I don't even know where to start. It's a crazy
yeah.
word,
Nah,
you
that's what
feel
I'm
me,
saying. That's what I'm saying.
to dissect, you know what I mean, into the fullness of love. But bruh, I don't know. When I think of love, bruh, I just think of like just growing up, bruh, like my mom, like she showed unconditional love, you know what I'm saying, to her kids, man, and like just being there, when through the struggle and just having, meals being prepped. Like you don't really get to notice these certain things as a child until you get older. I have kids myself now,
Hmm.
and I'm married,
Yeah.
and
W.
you show that kind of you trying to reciprocate and mirror that same love that you grew up off of, that you didn't know that that's what it was, but now I'm trying to implement the same thing to my children, bro, just showing that type of love, if that makes sense. But like I said, there's so many ways of love to break it down. But to me, I don't know, when I think of love, bro, I think of my wife for
Hmm.
sure, like how much love she shows me, bro. And like um I want to get into like, just showing the love, like do even during the times like through the struggle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like being showed love when I'm in my down bad moments, bro. Like, you may be going through depression or anxiety or certain
Hmm.
things of that nature, bro. And then you have somebody that's there for you, bro, to pick you up, and like it's like, damn, hold up, bro. Like I really got somebody on the back end that's really like showing that unconditional love and consideration. But so, like I said, it's hard to like pinpoint one specific meaning for me, but there's just so many explanations I can bring out. But those are like the main ones that I think of for sure
No, for sure.
when I think of love.
And I love to hear that. No pun intended. But
Tight.
definitely great examples. And it's so crazy because love, just like you said, is a four-letter word, but there's so much to it. And that's why I wanted to
So much
start off
weight.
with this. And love is not only a noun in that sense; it's also a verb. It's something that we do.
Right.
It's an
Got you.
adjective as well. It's a
Mm-hmm.
place. It's a person. And you named people when talking about love. And I love
Yes.
that about that because it takes you back to who gives that love and who you
Right.
like. The first people you think of when you think of love, like that is quite literally like where the fountain and the connections are for sure. And I love how you named your moms and your wife there for sure. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
to.
Shout out to the wonderful, beautiful family, and definitely it's like so in most cases I'd say it's kind of hereditary in a way, right? Especially those who show love, like generational, I guess. Your mom's to you, you now
Right.
to try to get that to your kids, right?
Yes.
In that way. And before I get into maybe the generational and stuff like that, I wanted to go specifically into what are ways that you, Joe, specifically show love.
Show love. I mean, one thing, like, as a husband, bro, is just trying to like just like, do the small things around the house, you know what I mean, with my wife and shit like that. Like like doing dishes, or doing things like that you don't have to be told to do, you know what I'm saying, you just automatically do them in that case, and just trying to get better at doing that as well. Or just showing up, bro, like, as a streamer too, like, bro, the community shows so much love, you know what I'm saying, as well as yourself. I would assume, of course, you know what I mean. And it's like, bro, we get up on here and it's like the conversations, the support that we get as far as like get this subbies and gifts and people's conversation like that hold weight, bro. For me, I think just showing love by just being there, bro. Just trying to be there and just trying to check in with your peoples and having those type of conversations for sure, and just doing the small things. You know what I mean? Like I said, as a husband for my wife, so that she feels seen and feel needed in that light, if that makes sense.
No, it sure does. And I mean, these may be little things and small things to us, but the thing is, I bring this up because sometimes people don't know how big these things are. You know, sometimes
Right,
maybe people lose their way and they don't know how big these things can be. And from
right,
these
right.
quote unquote little things, washing the dishes, doing this and that for the, for the wife. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
my birthday not too long ago. Yeah, you see that. No, it was very
Happy,
long ago
yeah,
now. I see it in the
already.
frame. Sorry, and it was your birthday too.
Hey, big,
Shout out to all the
big
August
Leo,
babies,
come
man.
on
Sorry, I
now.
was just bugging me. It was in the
Shout out
background. Sorry.
Leo's and all that.
Yeah, shout out to the August 17th and August 7th. You know what it is. It's really
Already, you feel me? Straight like that.
sorry. To go back into it, um, like we were talking about how the little things to show love, right? And I'm
Right.
hoping as well as this conversation goes on that everybody can come through and especially the men, man. I really want men to, and I'm not trying to put like you on the pedestal or us or this, but I just need good things to be in the air, and that's kind of another reason why I wanted to start this podcast, because there's a lot of to be quite frank and blunt with it, there's a lot of shit takes in the air. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like how so much negativity and so much of this craziness is in the air, but I want at least our side to be spoken, and stuff like this. Like,
Yeah,
this is the way love is shown, and then this is the way that I guess we also were raised in essence. So I definitely love how you were able to show love in these kind of ways to your family, to our family here on on all the streaming platforms as well,
already,
and all of
man.
that. So I also wanted to ask too, maybe these days, or if you could go back as well to learn or to remember, how hard was it for you to show love when you started, or maybe how hard is it for you to show love now as well?
Mm, great
Because
question.
not, and I just want to
Um,
preface this, like, people don't know that it takes it takes a life to get to here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
maybe at this point of your life you weren't always loving as openly as you are now. It could
right.
have started somewhere, and I just kind of want to see if see how that was for you.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Great question. Great question. I think for me growing up, bro, like I grew up around like my loved ones, bro. They've always showed love, bro. You know what I'm saying, to
Hmm.
others, whether if it was just like just pulling up, showing face, or just showing up for like a certain event, or even within my childhood, mom's being there, even my brothers being there, having those talks. You know what I mean? Growing up in the Polynesian community, you don't really get to, I don't know, have those certain talks with certain individuals, but I was able to have, not saying with everybody, not all my siblings and my mom, but like every now and then I did have that. And, to go back and really realize that I had, a team with me, you know what I mean, with being my family, and just showing that has very well like helped me in my journey. So like growing up through my younger years, you know what I mean, or teenage years or young adult years, it was never a thing to be like, oh, I'm gonna just do this so I can look at it as like the loved one. No, it's just like you don't even think about it. You just do it because that's what your environment was. And I feel like when you grow up around an environment, with positivity, laughter, music, all of these things, these key factors that play a part. Going to people's, birthday functions, the list goes on. That has played a key factor in why like it's never like a thing, you know what I mean, to like not show love, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, we need to show more love in this world, bro. There's a lot of negativity, there's a lot of bullshit, there's a lot of toxicness, there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of things that are spewing on social media. And so it's like for me, I've always tried to be the one to like, I don't know, just walk along those lines, if that makes sense.
No, definitely, it definitely does. And there was a lot of great things that you were talking about, and I kind of want to harp on maybe during the beginning. You said some conversations with some people. I kind of want to, if you don't mind, what did you mean by maybe you didn't have those conversations with certain people?
Gotcha. Yes. So, as you know, as Polynesians, you know what I mean? Like you deal with depression, you know, you hear anxiety, all these things, bro. They're like, shh, hey, guy, just you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just brush it to the side, you feel me? And I could say one specific time back in the day, man, where I was dealing with certain things,
Mhm.
and shout out to all my brothers, man. But you know, Kit, Malai, my brother West, you feel me? But my older brothers, you feel me? There were certain things that I was going through in my time mentally, and I had somebody actually, you know, my brother Malai pull me to the side and actually have a conversation, and it's like when you're having those type of conversation, it's like kind of like foreign and taboo because you don't know how to express
Yeah.
yourself in those type of conversations. So it's like it's a lot to unload at the same time, but at the
Mhm.
same you don't know how to like speak vocally because you weren't raised like that, or I
Yeah.
wasn't raised like that,
No,
I
yeah.
should say. You know what I'm
No.
saying? And so you know, shout out to bro, man. Shout out to all, you know, there's plenty of stories, but this is just a specific one for sure. And shout out to my brother, man, for pulling me to the side and actually like really checking in on me and really like, you know, wondering why you're acting this way and such and yada yada and all of that. And so it's like, damn, hold on, wait a minute. What is this feeling, Cass? Hold on, what am I feeling right here?
Yeah.
You feel me? This is a different type of love. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Man.
This is a different type of love, speaking on that. And so um, yeah, I don't know if that answered your question,
No, it
but
sure
yeah,
did.
those type. But yeah, shout out to bro, shout out to brother, man, and it's definitely helped me out. To be more, you know, although I've still struggled with it after that because I was like a teenager when that happened, and so I was still struggling with like being vulnerable,
Hmm.
being open, and open with my feelings. But it definitely was an eye opener for sure for me from that point. So yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. Thank you so much for sharing that. And just like the the biggest word that come to mind was, and you just said it, was vulnerability. It's something that we
Mhm.
really don't know. Just like as you were saying, in the Polynesian culture, it's very difficult for us to be vulnerable. Like, what is that to us? Like, we were supposed to be strong. We're supposed to suck it up, basically, and just keep
Yep.
pushing. Like, just tough it out. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So,
Right.
just that kind of stuff is just like you said, taboo. Like, we're not supposed to, like,
Yeah.
cry about this or do this or all this other stuff. We're supposed to just keep it pushing. But I feel like nowadays, not even nowadays, like they could have used it back then too. But on a global scale, I feel like it wasn't understood, right? For us to
Facts.
like be able to express ourselves. Because say someone had this kind of mentality back in the day, what do you think they would be labeled as? If this had like was it back then, like
Oh, if somebody was to bring up like what talking
yeah,
about
like
their
yeah,
feelings,
talk about your feelings and stuff. Yeah,
you're an outcast. Get him
yeah,
out of here.
I know
Sorry.
exactly. What the hell is this? You soft piece of
What are
nah.
you? You're
Exactly.
going against the grain.
Yeah.
Let's burn him. Oh, sorry. Just
This is a witch. Oh, sorry. No, but
no, fact. I really maybe I don't know.
no,
Maybe
yeah,
that might be the actual like response because it's the norm was that, right? And so
yeah.
it's like, you know, trendsetters or somebody that's trying to break the curse or whatever it is, you know what I mean? I think that's what it'd be looked at as back in the day. Like, who the hell is this person trying to come over here and mess up what we've
Man.
been doing for years,
Woo.
bruh? And the fact that you're trying to step over here, and especially back in the day, there was no social media or any of these
Mm-mm.
things to like, you know what I mean,
There wasn't
tweet
like
and text,
openness.
you know.
Like
Exactly.
there's
So
no
it's like
being open.
they're gonna jump your ass.
Yeah, no, for sure. And everybody's stuck in that old school mentality of shh,
Like, yeah.
don't talk
Exactly
back.
that.
Talking to
Right.
me is talking
Exactly.
back. But then how the hell are
Right.
feelings going to be expressed? And us being able to like understand each other, that's not allowed or gonna happen if that's the
Come
case.
on,
And
man.
I find that so difficult these days too,
Come
in our
on.
culture because the further we go and the more like along in our lives we go, obviously us growing up, uh, we understand
Go
more.
upstairs. Cute. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah,
my
W
dad, my
dads.
youngest up
Yeah,
there. They over there. Okay, I see y'all. My bad. My youngest over here.
yeah.
They showing me their costumes and stuff.
Ooh,
Oh
Halloween on
yeah.
the way.
Right on, right
Hey,
on.
let's
Okay.
go,
That's
W.
okay.
Dang,
All
I
of
need to
that.
watch the
Fresh,
freaking
fresh.
movie. Did she just spoil the movie for me? Oh, sorry. Nah,
You're good. I'm sorry.
nah, I'm playing. But yeah, nah.
I'm
See,
like, love you.
man. And
That's
I kind of
lit.
wanted to harp a
That's lit.
little on love there too, man. Did y'all see he just had a handshake with his daughter? That's beautiful as hell. That's really beautiful. I'm not gonna lie.
Appreciate it, man.
And
Like you
that's
see
just the
me
little
slap.
things, man. Like people don't understand that takes a level of trust and a level of dedication and commitment. You can tell when a father is present in someone's life for real, and it's beautiful because I got to see it firsthand while I was out there. You know what I'm saying, with you, Alo, and just that kind of love in like being present just in general. Very inspiring for one day when I'm a father myself and whatnot. So definitely,
That's right.
I'm proud of y'all too. And
Appreciate
fathers
it,
and mothers, obviously, but right now we're talking about fathers. Definitely deserve their flowers, man. Especially because it's like them being able to go out and do what they do. It's just in their mind. It's like, oh yeah, I just got to do this. I'm a parent. It's my responsibility.
Right.
This is what I did, and I signed up for this, basically. But to not get flowers for it, I mean, I believe also that this is a time to give flowers to those who, like, to everyone and anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Speaking of flowers and all this other stuff, just to give a kind of PSA to both of our chats, we would love to thank every single body for every single thing. Like I see roses all over and all the heart means and everything, but we appreciate it. But we want to keep all the organic conversation, everything flowing and whatnot, and definitely will if we feel like it we would, but we kind of just want to keep this all kind of fluid and going, by the way, y'all. So if we're not responding to every comment, every single and whatnot, please don't hurt us. Please don't be hurt by it. We're just trying to keep the flow going and all of that good stuff of the podcast. Yep. So shoot. I do see a couple of comments on your side. Yeah, and people on my side too.
Mind it. Hey, sorry, I feel your pain, chat.
Yeah, so there's a lot. No, there's definitely a lot of pain, man. And I didn't want to go super deep into that specifically because obviously there's a lot to go into when it comes to that.
No, you're good. You're good.
But we definitely can.
This is your thing. This is your thing.
I mean, I just didn't want to, I guess, touch on things, So I mean, if you don't mind, we could go into that a little bit. And for those who are not understanding what's going on,
we here on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
we here on the Yeti. We are here on the Yeti My Podcast, bro. You feel them?
All right, there we go.
Saying whatever's clever.
Damn, there's no way somebody really just got pulled over for listening to the podcast right now. That's kind of crazy. Someone got pulled over for listening to the podcast.
Ain't no way. Tell them that you're in the podcast.
Yeah, tell them you're in the podcast with us. This is important.
Into the podcast.
Damn.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, I appreciate that.
But
pay attention.
You're one of the special guests.
Pay attention to the road now. Oh hell no. Okay, sorry. Now, just to kind of get into this one, and for those who didn't know what we're talking about fathers. Yeah, we're talking about fathers, present, absent, stuff like that, and some didn't grow up with fathers, right? And it's different. It definitely is a different lifestyle. I could definitely say. I had a close talk with another one of my close friends, man, growing up. And he was talking to me about how later in life he realized that a lot of his problems stemmed from not having one, right? Because he later identified a lot of his habits, his mistakes, his feelings from not having someone to be able to guide him, to be able to advise him, So in that sense, maybe Joe, for you, what would you say to someone who didn't grow up with a father?
Oh yeah, bro, it's very detrimental. You know what I mean? It's a lot of weight on that too, for real, on that topic. You know what I'm saying? Like the Uso said, bro, I grew up without a father. You know what I'm saying? Mom's was a single mom's, taking care of her 6 children, and growing up, bro, like it's like it felt as if it was the norm for us. You know what I mean? it's like, damn, okay, although you see, your cousins and your peers and all these people that grew up with father figures, um, I can definitely say, like, grow up in the church for sure. Like a lot of the leaders over there, they were like father figures in a sense. You know what I mean? Such as your pops. You know what I'm saying? Like all the leaders up in the church and whatnot. But growing up for me, like without a father figure, I didn't really get to see it until like I don't know, like later on, like on feeling like they're like, damn, hold on, like although this was the norm growing up, but at the same time, like, damn, I imagine what it would be like if I did have my father there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you see like the regular typical things like, oh yeah, go outside catching the ball, and you know what I mean, little lessons on how to fight and change, maybe doing mechanic shits like that. But us growing up, like it was never, or for me at least, I don't know. Like it was just the norm for me. So when I became a father myself, I was like, you know what? Now that I'm a dad, I'm like, I think the thing for me is just to be present in my kid's life, is what's helped me because, like I said, growing up, man, I would see my mom like, go through certain struggles, doing it by herself, and that's another thing right there as well. So it's like, sheesh, my mom was able to do this without a male figure, trying to take care of six children, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Is like definitely eye opening now that I am a father and I have my wife here and I have my kids. I still find little things that I had to learn, but it's like, damn, I think that's what comes to mind without having a father figure. It's just like looking at my mom's, bro, and how she handled business, bro, and how she took care of things and making sure there was food on the table and that, we still had, a bed to sleep on and things like that of that nature. So, for me now being a father, it's like, damn, I'm here now. I'm just being present. You feel
Yeah.
me? That's all I gotta do, man. Be present. I mean, there's more I gotta do, of
No, for
course,
sure.
but I feel like I broke so many like generous curses of like, just being here, for my kids. And I take a lot of pride in that, man, being a father. And shout out to all the fathers out there that's being present, you know what I mean, being active with their children.
No, facts.
And also to the single parents out there that's doing it, you know what I mean, like my mom was growing up. And so now that I am a parent and I have my kids and I'm in their life, it's like, bruh, I'm trying to give them everything that I didn't grow up with, such with my dad and whatnot, type shit, if that makes sense,
No, yeah,
type shit.
for sure. Love to hear that, Oos. And the thing
Yep, yep.
is, when it comes to people who don't grow up with fathers, there's a lot of ways they could go, a lot of ways they could turn. You know what I'm saying? And in a lot of ways, they could use it as an excuse to just be a shitty person, and or a shitty father when it comes around to that time, But to turn
Right.
around and turn that into something real, to turn it into something powerful, it's definitely something to commend. So definitely much love to all of those who are breaking these generational curses, because a lot of it is internal. A lot of it is definitely more than we can talk about right here today, right? Because there's so much to
Yeah.
think about. And not to forgive anybody for doing anything. It's just when somebody is doing something a certain way, obviously they had to have gotten it from somewhere, right? And that could have been from somewhere, and that could have been from somewhere. Not to ever excuse anything, but that's definitely an angle, or an aspect of that lifestyle. And what we have to do in our hearts is to go back to love and put love first, because without you thinking about, you know what, let me just actually focus on this, because you could. And this conversation that I had with the homie a while ago, it kind of broke him, from what he was telling me. Like, he was able to vocalize to me that the hate was so internal for a father figure that it was within himself
Mhm.
as well. And you could start hating yourself, and that could start being projected onto others. So it's just a very self-destructive thing to even have in your life, not having a father, and then from there processing those things in that way. So
Fact.
to be able to get out the mud in this sense and in that sense, like to have that mind space to get where you are specifically, since you're talking about it, it's definitely very, very, very commendable on that part. And everyone, just like you said as well, the single parents out there, is definitely not easy. Definitely
Yes.
a tough environment as well to be in.
Fact.
So to use, what is something that helped you and motivated you maybe to not cope? or I'm trying to find a better word, to basically get out of, you know, maybe a slump when it comes into that? Like, is there anything that helped you
So like
specifically to like keep pushing forward? Like, all right, that this is this, boom, go. Let's just keep it pushing,
with
or
the same topic with the
yeah, with
dad
yes, with
figure
the
not being
yes,
there.
exactly.
Oh yeah, like yeah, for me it was like, bruh, like um, I really didn't go like honestly, I
Mm,
really didn't realize it because like growing up, bruh, like I don't know, it was just the norm for us. Like, yo, mom's is doing it on her own. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? I would say this: I did have a stepfather figure, you know, in our life for a certain period of time, but that only lasted, you know what I mean? Probably like, you know, a couple of years or so. It wasn't really too long, but you know, from that it was like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? We went through that, but for me, it was like I never had to like really deal with like not having a father figure there. Like, oh man, you know, I'm acting this certain way because I don't have a dad in my
mm-hmm.
life, or you know, whoop this and the third. It was more so like learning at a young age, knowing that my like at like my teenage age, like yeah, as a young adult, I guess you could say too, like looking at my mom's like, bro, mom's is doing this shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I pull a lot of strength from is like, okay, if this woman is trying her best, you know, to put, you know, like I said, food on the table, to be there, to be present. My mind is not even like going into dealing with
Yeah,
like, oh, there's no father figure here. There's no room for that. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And I get it, man. Shout out to you, Uso, that you said like it really is a heavy subject. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's why people tend to what's it called? Do the things that they do because they don't know what they're dealing with or how they grew up, and there's certain things that they have to tap into from their past on, you know, trauma and shit like that. For me, I never felt any type of way, you know what I mean, towards my pops. Yes, at the same time I can sit here and be like, man, F you, this, that, and the third, and like you should have been there for us, whoop de whoop. Because I have met my pops one time, and I won't go into detail on how that conversation went, but I got clarity, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got closure, and I got what I needed for sure. And it definitely didn't stop me from doing what I needed to do for my family and my kids and my wife. But I definitely was just like on some like, okay, this is cool, you know what I mean? But I really don't, I don't know. I never had like oh yeah, I need to keep pushing forward, or I need to try to
yeah.
rebuild this
There was no like,
relationship and
I'm
this, that, and the third.
damn,
It's
boom,
not that.
nah,
Yeah, like nah, like it's like you, hey, you do what you gotta do, and I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do, and that's how I keep pressing forward in that sense. So yeah,
hey.
for me and mine's.
Yeah, no, definitely. And thank you for clearing that up too. You know, to also share that part of, you know, I definitely didn't think we are gonna go down that road, but I just saw it so many times in yours, and I was like, all right, y'all want to see something? We also know about that. Okay, you guys want to talk about
Right,
that? We know about it here. All
right,
right.
right,
So
exactly, right.
definitely, and that's a huge thing, and I definitely have more prepared for that in the future. Like not today, but
Already.
in the future as well. But thank you for sharing that part specifically, and we'll also continue
Um,
on with the segments and the future ones. But this kind of goes a little bit into the mental health side of things, right? Like for us to be able to know about mental health and stuff like this. So I kind of wanted to let the people know, and because you're a very positive guy, right? And we've talked about this on, you know, the 72 and in general, you're a very positive guy. I'm a pretty positive guy, but
yes.
how is it that we are this way in that sense? And the question that I have for you is, what is something that you do to better your mental health? Like the people are like, damn, Joe's so this, Joe's so that. Why is Joe like this? Like, what is there? Because obviously, just like you've said and I've said, we all go through stuff. Like we really are, even though on the outside it may not
Right,
show. We are. So, what is something
right,
that Joe Business is doing to better his
right.
mental health?
Gotcha. Great question, bro. I think for us, like growing up, like you said, we've I don't know, bro. Like we grew up in, I guess, like through the struggles, it's like, bro, it's the norm, and you don't really realize it until you become an adult, and you got to deal with bills and all these other things, right? And
Yeah.
you're like looking back, like, damn, that was the norm right there, bro. But we barely had anything. We had nothing, but we made something out of nothing. And just because, like, those specific moments, bro, where we would like just find, I don't know, play hide and go seek, you know, as a child, or being around the church, running around, playing, like finding joy and just clinging on to those positive moments, bro, and not focusing on the negative. And I've been a very observant person, and that's what I've realized at a young age. And I can see I've seen a lot of things at a very young age that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? And like seeing those things kind of helped me in my younger adult years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to do those certain things. I don't want to be, you know what I mean? Like very angry and whatnot. You know what I mean? I used with arguments and bickering and back and forth and all types of things. So I was like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna just try to strive to be a light unto others in that sense. It's just like just being positive, bro, smiling, asking how people are, and you know what I mean. How's your day when I come across them and stuff like that. But things that has definitely helped my mental, bro. Bro, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? God, bro. Like, I gotta mention God.
Yeah.
That's a fact, bro. Gotta mention God. God has been there since the jump. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Through it all, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give thanks and glory to the man above because he has helped my mental, bro, and in my journey in many ways, bro. I remember what was it like 3 years ago? No, yeah, 3 years ago. No, 2 years ago, bro. Oh no, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, my bad. Um, yeah, bro, I had to have that conversation, bro. You know, and I prayed, you know what I'm saying? I got clarity and reassurance and a lot of things, bro. And I've always been a firm believer in God. But it's like you can't really explain it, bro. It's something that you have to go through yourself on finding that relationship with him. And it's like, how can you feel that type of, speaking on the love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That type of love from him, bro, has definitely played a big part in my life, bro. I guess even my wife as well. Um, I just give all my worries to him, bro. And I walk with faith. You know what I mean? I let go and I let God. And I have seen the miracles and I've seen the things that have like played a part. And when you just fully just like immerse yourself and let yourself just be with him, bro, and just give it to him. I promise you. And I just all the other things, bro, they just fall in place. You know what I'm saying? They say put God first and everything will fall in line.
Amen.
You would hear these things, but until you really like
Yeah.
go through it,
Yeah.
bro, and you really walk through it, bro, it's different. I can't explain it. It's a feeling, bro. It's like I don't even know if it's like a supernatural. It's like the spirit, bro, that's just like comforting you, and it's just like it's crazy because there's a song that I found I think it was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever. It's called the Dependable God. Dependable God. If y'all have a chance to listen to it, man, give it a listen, bro. And I remember I was just driving, bro, and I was just like going through my little things, but I was in a good space, and bro, I randomly was just scrolling on Spotify, and Spotify is kind of set up to where like if you play a song, it'll lead into another song
Like
along
it.
the same genre.
Okay.
Yeah, that song play, gang. I said, "Oh, okay." I started crying, bro. I started
Damn.
crying like I started bawling in tears.
Wow.
bro, and I'm at a red light, bro, and I'm just bawling in tears, and like there's a car right next to me who's like looking. I'm like, "Don't look at me, cuz I'm going through it like in a good sense
In a good
though,
way,
like
right? Yeah.
nothing in a good way because it was more so like." God saying to me, like, bro, yeah, like all the things that you were dealing with, that you were going through, bro, the depression, the anxiety, the worries, bro. You know what I mean? At that spot, I'm still blessed. And I was just super happy, bro. And it was just to be like, dang, this is what they talking about
Yeah.
right here,
Yeah.
bro. It's that type of love. But I'm like, cousin, I'm about to go and spread the word right
On
now
the
to everybody
set.
on the set. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, bro, just going back to your question, like God has definitely helped my mental out, bro. And I can say and mention my wife, bro. My wife knows me from the good, from the bad, from the ugly, from the positive, through it all, bro. Like, you see the positive sides and things, but like we said, we go through things. We're all human, bro. You know what I mean? I could sit here and say, like, bro, I've gone through certain things, I've
Yeah.
dealt with certain things and whatnot, but I have somebody, bro, that's really beside me, not in back of me, bro, beside me, really helping me through my journey, bro, and my mental. So whenever I get into that mode where I'm almost like, get an urge, or if I'm dealing with certain things, I'm able to now be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? To actually talk about those things, whether if it's through prayer or whether if it's with my wife. And it helps me out for sure.
There you go.
No cap.
Definitely. And I definitely got to get that song for sure. I'm
Yeah,
probably gonna ask for
dependable
it.
God.
Oh, Dependable God is the name of it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna write that down real quick.
Yep. Sorry, thank you for the gift, y'all. Appreciate the love.
Yes, thank you everyone for the gifts. Sorry we can't immediately and whatnot. You guys already know we'd love to, but to get all of that, he definitely wouldn't have been able to if he's thanking every other second. But
Yeah.
so thank you guys for your patience, everyone in chat, all those who are double tapping as well. Thank you for the roses and everything. We love y'all and we appreciate y'all. Dependable. Do you remember who that's Bios or no?
Victor Thompson, I believe it is.
Solid. Victor Thompson. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, for us, we are men of faith, right? We believe in God. We believe in Jesus Christ. And obviously, on these platforms, we have so many people who maybe aren't, right? And it's different, right?
Right.
So I kind of want to also go back, and then we will go back to, obviously, our faith as well. I want to go back to maybe something that they can also grasp from for now, because, obviously, we would want them to grasp from, faith as well. But
Right.
I heard that you were also clinging on to good times early on, you said early on in your childhood, you'd have, running around in church playing tag and all those really good memories early on in life, and you were able to cling on to those. And then I'm kind of trying to just paint a picture too for those people who are kind of in that mode of being down or being in depression or going through hard times. And they're like, cling on to good times, but I'm going through bad times. How am I going to cling on to that? What I have to say personally for that is you are the one who is the maker of the times. Go out and make new times. Go make new times that you can cling on to. That's why it's important nowadays to go out and do things. You know what I'm saying? Things that will enrich your life and help those around you. Because, there's a lot of going out, but what is that doing for you for real? Right? Like in the long run. So for those who, I don't know about pessimists, but those who are kind of like, well, I don't have anything to cling on to. Make something to cling on to. A victim mentality isn't going to serve us or help us, uplift us. You got to go out and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's just what came to my mind in terms of that. Well, what are your thoughts on that, Joe?
Yes, man. For sure. I think you hit it on the nail for sure. But bro, I feel like a lot of times, I don't know. Maybe I might get some backlash, but bro, people, I don't know. You are the director of your life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you have the freedom of choice on how to dictate things. And I get it. Life is rough and it's not meant to be easy. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna go through certain things, but I'd rather just, like you said, focus on the positive, bro. Yeah. Focus on the positive. I'm not saying that whatever you're dealing with is not real. You know what I mean? You're going to go through things. Sit in those moments and ask yourself these hard questions. You know what I mean? Like, how can I get better on going through whatever I am going through? And how can I change my mentality or my energy or my emotions? You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's very well more easier to just choose to just, pick that, you know what I mean? To be in the down and be sad and, and going through these things and just you're kind of just drowning yourself at that point. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure if you do have positive times in your life to focus on a lot more, bro, that's what's definitely helped me out, bro, because like I said, bro, I have so many memories, even with Yeti, bro, back in the day, so many memories, bro. And with my family on the stream that I can just go throughout the day and a memory would just pop up in the middle of the day, bro. And that can be a changer right there for your day, bro, right then and there. You know what I mean? A lot of people like to go to the gym, such as those himself that may be feeling, although some people when they go to the gym, they're like, oh shit, I don't want to go to the gym. But when you put in that pain and then you get through that shit, bro, you feel good, man. You look at yourself and man, I did that shit, bro. And so there's a lot of ways, you know what I mean, to get through those type of things. And just clinging to the good times for me is just the way that I was brought up, bro. Yes, there's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of things that I've dealt with, in my personal life. And I can sit here and be like, man, yeah, I could just be a fucking asshole, bro. And I can just be toxic. You know what I'm saying? And I can be like, man, because of that, bro, man, fuck this, bro. I ain't got to give you the time of day. I ain't got to give you the energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even at work, you go through work, bro, you see a lot of different people
walks of life.
Go through certain things, walks of life, bro. And it's seeing that and peeping that when I was working, bro, at certain jobs, I was so observant to realize damn, this person is really going through it. Maybe they don't know that they're there's a lot of internal work that they have to do within themselves. And that's the thing for me. There has to be a lot of internal work that I have to do for sure. But, bruh, clinging on to those positive moments, bro, those positive times, bro. Like it could be anything as simple, like, just having like the game that we played at the 72-hour stream. That still pops up in my head. The moment when I fell off, bro, when you were trying to push me off with the snowball. With
my gosh, that game! I was like, which game?
Yeah, moments like that, or even before that, when we were at Fortnite, bro, and you were dying laughing because I was trying to chase you. Yeah, like. Little moments like that, and this is just an example, just because, like, for both of us. But I mean that in the sense of like, grab moments like that throughout your day, so it can uplift you, bro. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you can just like something may happen in the moment where it may piss you off and stir you off your shit, and I get it. Yes. Take at least like 5 to 10 minutes to soak it in, whatever you gotta do. But at the same time, like life goes on, bro, and like. You gotta, for me, I just choose to, I don't know, bro. I just choose to be happy. I want to be happy. I want to be positive. We all deserve happiness. We all deserve, what I mean, positive. We all deserve that. So, yeah. If that, I don't know.
No,
bro, I'm just going on a little rap.
No, and I'm thanking you because,
yeah.
I mean, obviously, for every question, I have sub-questions, right? But you definitely always hit them before I even get to them, which is perfect.
Right, right.
So all I really have to do is what I'm about to do now, and it's just go back to what you were saying and some things that I chopped up from that. So
Gotcha.
So everyone can know and hear and listen to what he said. He's saying it's a choice. Happiness is a choice. You said yourself, you choose to be happy. You chose to ignore those things and look at the positives, right? And the light. And that's what it's about, man. It's difficult, but life is full of decisions, man. We can choose to be in the dumps. We can choose to, be mad at XYZ. We can choose to hold this grudge, but why not choose love?
Come on, bro.
Why not choose happiness? Why not choose what's going to uplift us? Right?
That's exactly.
Oh no, because they did me wrong, and all right, shut your ass up and choose love. Oh, sorry, we're not trying to.
Little bitch. Before I love you, motherfucker. Before I hug the shit out of you.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna show you all the love, okay, for real. Hug right here and all of that, kiss and handshakes and all of that.
Yeah,
all right, we're definitely not trying to dismiss any trauma, any badness, because that's not what love is. And that's what I kind of went on a rant on last week, man, that people see love as a weakness. They see love as it's dainty and it's little. It is not. I believe that love is strong. It is the power that rules the world. It makes this world spin around. It's not bread. It's not money. Guess why people get up and get the money? For their family, for them, for the loves that they have in their life. That's what is really spinning this earth. And that's something that I always am going to talk about to the day that I die. It's love, man. And that's something that we got to lead with. Lead with love. Although others may not show it to us, it is our duty and responsibility to be, in that sense, a beacon of love. It's hard. It's definitely hard. It's definitely tough to do those things and be about those things. But, man, the hardest stuff in life is what we need to be doing anyways. It's hard to get up and go to the gym. It's hard to get up and hug someone that just punched you in the face, figuratively. If that happened, you probably don't want to do that. But it's just harder things in life are more worth it. Anyways, right? So that's kind of the stuff that we should be on anyways, man. Too many people taking the easy way out. To hate is easy. To slander is easy. To talk smack, to let stuff slide is easy. But love is protecting our loved ones. It's going up and saying something, standing for something instead of sitting our asses down. That's love, man. Love is not weak. And I never ever want that to be a misconception, although it is, and that's why we speak on it. You know what I'm saying? But love is strong, man. Love is power. Love is everything. And you know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta be on and do. The harder the path, the more successful the path. I agree. Harder the path, the more successful. Wherever the resistance is at, man, that's gotta be something holding us back from the greatness. Man. That's what I'm saying. Right? Exactly. And I agree. Definitely and wholeheartedly with moving with love, genuine energy, and faith. Man, that's a recipe for success. No matter what way we spin it, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. Love that. And no, that definitely helped. I hope it's helping everyone at home. It's definitely helping myself. This little segment here about mental health, how to better your mental health. We are tapped in with Joe_business_ right now, seeing what it is that goes on with him and his mental health and what has helped him in his journey with mental health. And I think we definitely got a lot from that segment. So definitely round of applause for my guy over here. You know what I'm saying?
Alrighty, man. Appreciate the love. All right, all right.
All of that. So we've hit on many things. We've hit on love. We've hit on mental health, and we've even gotten into family, father figures, etc., stuff like that. But now, I guess generational-ish kind of things. A question specifically, I would like to ask you: if there is one or maybe many um, points of advice that you would give, and if you could be in front of your younger self, what is something that you would give to him as advice?
Gosh, bruh. You know, so crazy. I've got asked this question before, and I remember the answer I gave. I think it was years ago, bro. Like, what type of advice you would give to your younger self? Now I think it's kind of changed.
Okay,
To
and
be
that's
honest,
beautiful.
yeah. Reason being, I feel like I think I wouldn't, bro. I would give no advice to my
Ooh.
younger self. Meaning because, and I know it might be like, what the fuck? Why would you say that?
Leaving him
It's
out to
because
dry, bro. What you doing?
yeah, like, what the fuck? Yeah, I feel like everything that I have went through was meant to be, bro, for where I'm at now. And I feel like if I don't know, maybe it might be cringy, like to go back and just, I mean, like to say, like, man, you gotta give them something, bro. Give your younger self something to say, bro. Like, you don't be that guy. But for me, it's like, nah. If I'm being honest, bro, like I would not give him any advice right now, bro. I feel like you go through whatever you have to go through, bro. And because you go through those things, you're gonna learn from it. And me being where I'm at now, I feel like all the things that I've went through in my younger stages, bro, teenager, young adult, was meant to happen. Everything that's happened for a reason, and which is what I believe in. And I wouldn't give him no advice, bro. To be honest, I would
Wow.
just let it ride out. Just do what you gotta do, gang. Keep you feel me, and see where it takes you on the set. So,
Man, I love that,
what
Us.
is that? Yeah,
Damn. That's
but yeah,
very
bro.
powerful,
That's me.
man. I'm playing
Yeah,
sounds
bro.
on
I
my
guess.
phone right
Yeah,
now.
I was like, when somebody asked me, years ago, they're like, yeah, bro, like, and I was like, maybe I'll say, hey, bro, just take more leap of faith on yourself, man. Surround yourself around certain people, man, and this, that, and the third, and like, I would give that type of answer, which is perfectly fine if you wanted to give that answer. But for me now, I'm like, nah, bro. I feel like younger Joe, bro, whatever he had to go through is what he had to go through to bring us up to this point and where we're at in our life right now. So
Man,
type shit.
I love that answer. I really do. I love it a lot.
I appreciate
Man, because I kind of feel the same way in that sense. Like,
it.
you know, not that I'm answering the question right now, but it's
Right,
it's like if I didn't do what I did, or didn't do what I didn't do,
right.
I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have been able to experience all that I have. Although it may be a lot of pain that I went through, it may be a lot of this turmoil and shit that you feel like you regret. The blessings you got today is because of all of that. You know,
Come on, bro.
and to,
Come
to
on.
redo or undo any of that, who knows where the hell I would be.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what
Would
I'm
I have
saying.
learned the lessons that I know today? Would I have the knowledge today? Would I have had those beautiful moments in my life that I've had? No, I probably would
Exactly,
say
bro.
just straight up. I probably wouldn't have. It's just a
Right,
no.
right.
At that point. So
Yep,
wow, powerful answers. I
for
really
sure,
feel.
bro. No, I'm 100% with you, bro. I feel like you said, bro, like if you get the advice that you would be given to, like you say, who knows what you would be, bro? You know what I'm saying? And now it's like I'm someone who's always like, analyzing my situation and looking back on where I could have got better and stuff like that. So it's like when I look back, I'm like, bro, I have like no regret at all, like whatsoever. There's certain things, yes, I could have got better in certain areas, but I feel like, whether if I did fail or I did succeed on whatever it was, like that's what was supposed to happen. You know what I mean? That's what was supposed to happen. So it's brought me to this point. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? I never thought I would be streaming, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for
And
sure.
who knows? There were so many other things that I wanted to aspire to be, and I never thought I would be a streamer. And so it's like, yeah, it's like, man, who knows? I feel like I had to go through certain things, and I've definitely been one to test the waters. I used to do life insurance, sell life insurance, different businesses, and different trades and backgrounds and different fields and whatnot. But when I was in those areas, I would just be present and just learning, bro. You know what I mean? Whether if I was good at it or not, you know what I mean? After whatever I had to do, I'd look back at it like, okay, cool. I tried my best though. That's one thing for sure, is that I strive to do my best on whatever it is. And so like I said, who knows, man? If I didn't go through all of those things, it probably would have never helped me on how to, I don't know, coordinate and dictate on how to move, like in the sense of, streaming. Because I feel like, I think somebody commented in your stream, like the harder road is, like, I forgot what they said, like just going through the harder journey is, it helps you out in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Going through struggles and going through these hurdles and whatnot. And like we said, like you have a choice, whether if it will break you or make you. But for sure, those things that I have been through, through those hard struggles and, journeys and checkpoints in my life has definitely helped me, you know what I mean? To be able to be like, okay, cool. Now that I learned that, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to try to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
that stove was hot. Let me not touch that again.
Yeah, exactly. Let me just turn this off real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
But, but just by going through those things, like I have just no regret, bro. I just look back and I'll be like, all right, cool. I was meant to go through that, bro. Now it's on to the next thing and see where that takes us. And I say, younger Joe, man, I'll be like, hey, just keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, but I'm doing really bad stuff. Okay, keep doing it.
Yeah, go through it.
Man, that's amazing. I also kind of wanted to harp on the fact that, when you get an answer like this from somebody, man, it's very telling of their character, right? In that sense. And what that tells of their character, I don't know. But I just want to let y'all know that it's very telling, like in a good sense. Like here, like I haven't analyzed it at all or anything, but it's just, it's a good thing in this sense. To have someone answer the question like that, it's definitely like, what the hell? Like you wouldn't expect that, right? You're like,
right. No advice, bro. You're not gonna help yourself out.
You're not gonna help you out. And that's the thing too. Maybe that's like a selfless thing, or maybe it's a selfish thing, but in a good way, because it's like you want to get here. Like if you were to mess anything up, you would want to just get back to right here in this moment in life. Like no, right. Put that back, old Joe. Like don't, like, because this is where we want to be. You know what I'm saying? Right here with our loved ones. Shout out Nate Dogg.
No.
Type shit.
Come on now.
Feel me?
That's right.
All of that. That's real beautiful, man. That kind of really like threw me off in a sense, because and just like a lot of the stuff too in general, like it's some really great answers, great questions, man, it's just wow.
No, for sure.
I've never gotten that response. I'll tell you that. I've never gotten that response.
I feel it. No, for sure. I definitely changed it. Like before, like I said, somebody asked me years ago, and I was like giving that answer, like, yeah, man, I would help him through this so he can get through that. And I was like, man, but now where I'm at right now, mentally, spiritually, you know what I mean, emotionally, whatever it is, like, I'm like, nah, you had to go through all of that, bro. Go through all of that. You feel what I'm saying? Soak it all in, bro. The good, the bad, the ugly, the trunk, all of it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right on. It's right on. Right now, I'm just going to go through a little recap for those who are just tuning in as well. It is fine. Just want to go over a little bit of the stuff that we've gone over today. We went through the introduction, who he is, how we met, the things that he had to plug in today. We've talked about love, the different aspects of it. We didn't go like ultra in it, but it's just so much that was within it. So we talked about love, leading with love, and how much the world today needs it. We've gone on also a little bit about how it is to be raised without a father and how that's affected lives in general as well, especially specifically my brother here. And we talked about mental health, things that Joe has done and is doing to better his mental health as well. And we've just harped on advice that we would give our younger selves, or that Joe would give his younger self. And that is what we've caught up on. Just to this point, just so everybody can know. Wow. So this podcast is made for it all. I just want to let you know, like it's made to go super deep into conversations 100%. Like that. And, I love it. And obviously, we're gonna be goofy, we're gonna be ourselves, and that is what it is. And I would love for everyone to, like, when everyone and anyone is on here, I need everyone's, specific, like, themselves, and I know that you're gonna do that every single time. And and something about you that maybe people don't know is that you love dance, that you love to dance, love dance. This guy is actually huge in stature. I'll tell you guys that. People are like, oh my gosh, you so little. I'm like, nah, he's actually big as hell. In terms of like when we're doing like the the props. Like I've been dropping the prop videos. It's like when we stand next to each other, it's like damn, but it's also like he's a huge guy. So you would have thought he was playing tight end or D end or one of the offensive tackle. He's dancing actually. He be dancing, y'all.
I'm a dancer.
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to go into that a little bit. How did you get into dance? Like what is it that got into dance? Just to let the people know, right? Because I kind of know. But how did you get into dance? And then maybe from there I'll ask other questions.
Gotcha. A great question, man. Growing up, mom's was heavily into the culture, bro, the Samoan culture. And at a very young age, starting around like 7, me and my siblings, bro, would do performances for certain events and whatnot, and such as the church, birthdays, and gigs like that. And I fell in love with dancing, bro, from that point. It was more so like the performance is one thing, but the practice, that's where it was at for me. Going over
The practice.
the practicing, yeah, because you can't just perform out of nowhere. You have to practice before you perform.
You're a young kid and you're thinking, oh, I like practice? You thought that?
Come on, bro. I'm literally in the setting because I don't know what happened. It's like it's just an instant thing, bro. When the music turns on, it just did something to your boy. I ain't gonna lie. So like learning the Samoan numbers, learning the Fijian numbers, the Tahitian numbers, like the Tongan numbers, all of those things sparked a passion and love for the dancing scene, I guess, in that sense. For the culture is one thing for sure, but just like being in the setting of practicing, being with other people, you know what I mean? Trying to be in unison on performing as a unit when needed, when the time does come. And so I fell in love with that process, you know what I mean? Going over like 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, go put your leg like this. Make sure your arms are out. Make sure you're smiling. All of that stuff. A lot of times, a lot of people joke about it when you're practicing and whoever is teaching, they're like on your ass, like, shh, hey, hurry up and make sure your arms are straight. Make sure you're smiling, especially for the females. You already know the females get it the worst. I ain't gonna lie, but they do. But it's just to make you perform better when it's time to get up out there and show up and show out. And so for me, it was like, oh, I'm finna practice to the most high. I'm finna get this thing down so nobody has to tell me nothing in a sense that way too. And so it's like me falling in love with the process of practicing, and then when showtime did come about, bruh. And you would see the crowd. You know what I mean? Me and my brother, we've done the haka before in front of like 10 people before. You know what I'm saying? Usually you do a haka with like 20 people or 10, 15 people, bro. But doing that has definitely built my confidence, bro, in just performing wise. And so I felt like I found a lot of love and passion in dancing from there. So shout out to my moms, man, for teaching us at a young age and having us perform at a very young age. 6. My little sister was probably like 5 years old, bro. It may sound crazy, but it's real. I was 7. My brother was 6. You know what I'm saying? We out there performing, bro, as little kids. And like I said, I fell in love with the practicing system. And then when it came to performance time, oh my gosh, bro. After you're done with the performance, bro, you hear the crowd just cheering and clapping and stuff like that, bro. It does something to you, bro. It's like you're on top of the world, bro. As a kid, imagine you performing, bro. You giving your all, and like the crowd is going crazy for you. Like, man, I'm the man of the year right now. You feel me? I'm feeling myself real quick. Hold on, let me just go ahead and you feel me. Hold on. So, and then we be chopping it up after, like, hey, man, we did that. Great performance, and I feel like that was where I felt my love for dance, for sure, if that makes sense.
Man,
where it started.
That's really dope. I kind of want to go in on the practice there, is because, man, like you remember too, we would be at dance practices and stuff, and some kids really aren't feeling it. Like they just like, man, why we gotta practice? My life is sucks, blah blah blah. So just to hear that a kid at an early age was like, I really mess with practice. I'm trying to get down right now. Like practice is dope. Like, man, I mean, I don't think you could even like really explain that, but I would like for you to maybe trying to go into that. How in the heck did your little 6-year-old mind, 5-year-old mind go? Practice is cool and it's fun, and I'm like, I love this. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah. It's more so like, bro, we were able to do something. You go through about your day, you go to school, you come home, maybe you do your homework, you eat food, and then like all of a sudden you hear your mom say, hey, it's time for practice. Like, what? That's not normal. You know what I mean? And I mean for most families and whatnot. And so we grew up in that type of family where mom was like, all right, hey, it's time to take your time to go. And once you get your lava on, bro, it's like I'm prepping for a performance right there. So and even like when we were practice, bro, I feel like just giving your all in practice too. Like you said, there's some people that don't want to be there, you know what I mean, that kind
That's a
of are
majority, I
sluggish.
think. In my opinion, it's a
Yeah,
majority of people. They're not trying to
yeah,
practice.
right. And so it's like, for me, it's like maybe hopefully I mean, this is kind of later down the line is where the mentality was at, but I guess it kind of played a part in my early stages of practice, is like trying to set the tone as well in practice. You're giving your all, and if you set the tone in practice, then everybody will kind of follow suit in that
Oh
sense.
man, no, that's so true. Like
You know what I
it's
mean?
an
And
energy
so it's
thing.
like an energy. Yeah, it's an energy thing. It's like, all right, even though I'm not feeling at a freaking 10 in this practice, maybe if I'm looking at this person right here who's giving their all, like, okay, maybe I try to pick up the slack that I was given now, so I can be, give that type of performance. Because I feel like you said, going back to that word, like energy, bro. Energy is everything for me too, as well.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's like
for sure.
what you're giving off, bro, is very what's the word? Attractive, addicting, I guess, in the sense of like looking at it, like being like,
Influential, I guess.
damn, this guy is going, yeah, he's going crazy. Man, I'll put in a little bit more umph
Yeah.
into my practice too. And so it's like, I think I kind of have that mentality, is like when I give my all in practice, I start to see other people, like you said, like that don't want to practice, they start to pick it up in that sense. And then maybe they find a little bit more love for it, I guess, if that makes sense too.
No, that's
Type
that's
shit.
definitely true. No, you're right. I think that's a life thing too, and that's things about certain stuff like football. A lot of people take the skills and stuff in the football and they apply it to their life. Same thing up with dance in this sense. Like at a practice,
Yep.
if you not feeling it and whatnot, but then you see old boy over here go kind of giving
Yeah.
out like, oh well, I mean shoot, he kind of look happy. I want to look happy too.
Come
Hey,
on.
what I'm saying? Let me
Right.
so definitely I could definitely see that and at an early age, man, for that to connect as well, because within performance kind of dancing, it's kind of like a lot of things you got to get over too. Like some kids, stage fright, right? That's a huge thing, like get
Yes.
in front of all the cameras, get in front of people, but that's something you also overcome, and that's kind of like overcoming yourself in a way as well. Like through that, as a kid, really early age, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna just get out there and give them all. Let's go. And
Come
you learn at
on,
an early
bruh.
age these life skills, because that's a life skill. There's people who don't go out
Facts.
and do things because they're scared as hell of what others think, or they're scared as hell of what others are looking at them in general. So these are very useful skills that maybe you didn't know that you developed at an early age, but it's just because you was in there and you just like that's just how it was for you. Thanks to that, you developed a lot. So that's really
Confidence
dope.
builder, self
Confidence,
esteem boosts up, all of these things.
self-esteem,
Bruh.
all this just
Yeah.
because also the love your moms have for you to teach you all this good stuff. Yes, to just show love to all the people. Yeah, we see all the gifts, man. Appreciate all the follows as
Right.
well. Thank y'all, because we do want to interact with everyone. Please don't get that
I
wrong.
know.
But just to keep the podcast flowing and going and fluid, we're running that. But we do see everything, and we thank you guys so much for real.
Appreciate y'all for real. Facts. 100%.
So I definitely did want to just talk about that for a little. Just that was really dope. Just to see all the things mentally that you were going through as a kid. So it definitely started from young for Joe, y'all, for his love for dance in that way. I have a specific question coming from someone who is from New Zealand here. He says,
Okay.
when he says haka, is he doing the Maori dance? Because there's different names given to the dance depending on which cultural dance you are doing.
Yes, it is the Maori dance. I don't know if it's specifically labeled as like kapa haka, but it's the haka. You know what I mean? Where I like growing up, bro, I fell in love with freaking doing the Maori dances, bro. Like 100%. Like growing up though, I never knew it was part of the Maori culture.
Man, I thought
though.
everything was really S, cuz when
really-
I
I
said
really-
everything's from Samoa. Bob Marley Samoa, Sean Paul Samoa, every dance Samoa,
Everybody
everywhere.
stop.
Everyone was Samoan
No.
to me, no joke.
Facts. So I'm thinking it's a Samoan dance, but I got put on later down the line. But I always fell in love with you guys' culture, man. Shout out to the Uso or whoever that
Oh
was.
yeah, Suplex,
that,
yep,
mentioned that.
from
Suplex,
NZ.
shout out to Suplex, man. Yeah, bro. Yes, that specific culture dance, man. That one right there. We love it. We love it for sure.
Yeah, For sure.
It has so much energy, bro, to it too, bro. It's like, and then you like know the different meanings behind it, bro. It could be for different uses. You know what I mean? Like number one thing that I got put on was like it was meant for to intimidate your your opponents when they went into war. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Is one of the things I got put on, and so it's like when I got knowledge of that, I'm like every time I perform the haka with the Uso Yeti and the bros, like, bro, we went ham on that motherfucking no cat, bro.
Yep.
We going W stupid.
No,
But yeah,
for surely. It,
if that
it
answers your question.
no, it definitely
over there.
did. And I would hope so. Yeah. It's just like I do agree, and I heard a lot of and to get into the history of dance is also something that Joe knows the history of dance, which was dope to see and hear, and just hear him speak about it. There's so much passion behind it. Like he really
Heck yeah.
like loves dance, not just one kind of dance, not just to dance right now. All the TikTok trending, he knows dance
Right.
for real.
Yes.
And that's why we're on this topic. I'm asking all these questions. So just I kind of want to look at up that too, because I saw someone said something about basically all of the islands more or less are inspired by the haka. Like they have their forms of the haka. Like what the rugby teams do pre-game. It was at the CP Tau for the Tongans.
Tau, yeah.
CP Tau, right?
Yeah.
The CP
I think
Tau,
it's-
and then Manu Samoa doing man, what was the name of that one again? It was in my mind, and
I know.
I put all my energy juice into remembering Sippy Toe. So basically, I'm Tongan now. Oh, sorry. No, but
Sipa Tau.
oh yeah, the Sipa Toe, the Sipa now. We're doing it today. Oh sorry.
The Sipa Pow Pow.
Oh, we in your face with it. Like this. Oh, sorry. Dang it! What? Oh my gosh, that's gonna beat me up. Sorry.
Why am I?
I know. I'm blank. I had them both in my head, and then I was like, dang.
I'm literally laughing just enough to freaking try to process on how to.
Can someone throw that in the chat too for us? Dang.
This is crazy, bro.
Man, the Civita and the shoot, because no. Yeah, we know, like we can get down and low key, get down with the get down, but it's just like the dang name again. Damn it.
Oh my goodness.
Trust, I'm still Samoan, okay, people. Dang it, we're both Samoans forever. You see the S on his hat, okay? Inside of my heart.
Clip it.
Exactly. Don't clip it. Damn it. But so just to continue in the dance categories.
Yeah.
Because now that the people know a little bit more that you do know dance for real, I kind of want to ask, what are your top 5 styles of dance? Like maybe top 5 favorite. I don't know if you have a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even if there is, or if you have an order. But like, what are your top 5 styles of dance
in general
or genres of dance? Yeah, I don't know even what to call it. Is it styles or genre?
Yeah, styles.
Styles. Okay. What are your favorite 5 styles of dance?
Gosh, bruh, this is crazy. Top 5. I'll give you 3. Top 3 for sure. Top 3.
Okay.
Number one is crumping. If you guys know what crumping is, bruh, reason why I put crumping at number 1 because I got introduced into crumping at a very early age, bruh. My older brothers and my uncle, they put me up on game. There was a DVDs back in the day, you know what I mean, with tie dyes. If you guys know who tie dyes, he's the originator of crump, you know what I'm saying. And there was a movement in the DVD called Rise. There was a documentary on how explaining what crump was and the battling scenes and stuff like that. And like I said, going back to learning the culture dances and falling in love with that, I get introduced to the crumping scene, and I'm watching these dudes, bro. They just got so much energy, and they throwing their arms at a certain way, and it's like very what's the word, bro? Like I don't know. It was very captivating for me, and like just watching it, I just gravitated towards like that type of style because crumping was very aggressive, very expressive in that sense as well, and I feel like the different techniques and styles that they would display through their crumping dance was very just like, bruh, I need to learn how to do this shit right here, bruh. So I'm like, 8 years old in the living room watching these DVDs, bruh, and I'm over there trying to mimic the movements, bruh. And then, you throw on the music and shit like that, and you feel like you just, oh yeah, I'm about to get off real quick and, boom, 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 go crazy. So crumping is, one of the first styles that I was introduced to, as far as like in the the style or the scene of dance. And I would just study a lot of different dancers, such as tie dyes. If you guys know Crush is one of the OGs as well. Miho, he's one of the OGs for sure. Solo, bro. There's a bunch of names that I can name here, but a lot of people probably wouldn't understand those or know those people. But just to show
Drop
you
your
like
names, drop
how
them
much,
names.
you know what I mean? It's just to show you like how much time and effort I was taking into like learning the history of crump and who's the heavy hitters and who is the ones who's paving the way in the crumping scene and whatnot. And I'm still tapped into this day. So shout out to all the crumpers, man. Number two is the style for me that I fell in love with when I was in Alaska, which is funny. I used to live in Alaska for a little bit, y'all. For those that don't know, fun fact type shit. And this one, YouTube was still kind of a new thing and whatnot. And I was like going on YouTube, searching up little like dance videos, like such as crumping, walking, turfing, and all types of things. But then I stumbled across this video where somebody was doing tutting. So tutting is a different dance style for me. And if you guys don't know what tutting is very isolation dance movements, meaning like this. I can't really explain it. I'd just be better off showing you. Is just kind of like tracing, making boxes and stuff like this. And this right here was like very like memorizing to me right here. Like this whole movement. If you guys don't know what tutting is, you guys can do your research. But like I said, it was very memorizing for me. And I was like, damn, what the hell is this, bro? Like I know crumping, but now I'm seeing these guys like doing crazy like movements and isolations with their hands. And it's like, I need to learn this too, bro. So, bro, once I caught wind of tutting, oh my goodness, bro, it was a wrap. I was watching tutting videos like damn near every day, bro, just studying boxes and patterns and placements and coordination on hands and whatnot. And so, still to this day, bro, tutting is one of my top tier dancing styles for sure. Mm-hmm. And shout out to Mike Song. Mike Song is a dancer as well. Very great tutter. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to check him out, bro, look at some of his older videos. That's where I kind of found my love for tutting. And it's so crazy because Yeti knows, bro. Like I used to tut all the time, bro. And I'd be at church and I'd be over there tutting and stuff.
He would hit one of these.
What is that?
Oh, that's right there. That shit was so hard. When he did it back in the day, I was like, damn. I gotta learn that shit right there too now.
Yeah, bro. Tutting is one of those ones. For sure. So crumping, tutting, and then the last one is hip hop. There's a style that's called hip hop, and hip hop is basically, if you see like the OGs, what's it called? Majid, Salah. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like the Les Twins play a big part in my inspiration, or like I grab a lot of inspiration from them for musicality wise. And for those that don't know what musicality is, it's basically listen to the music, right? And if you're dancing to that certain music, is breaking down the layers of the music, not just the lyrics, the hi-hats, the synths, the melodies, all of those things. That's what falls under musicality. And the reason why I put hip-hop in my third style of dancing is because the late Twins have played a magnificent part of my life on breaking down musicality. You know, I've always fell in love with dancing and crumping and tutting and stuff like that, but my form of dancing was just catered to the lyrics or to the heavy bass, you know what I'm saying, on certain things like that. When I got into hip hop, they broke it down in a different way where it was like a science, bro, dissecting the music. So now it's like, oh shit, this type of style is way different from tutting and crumping and all these other things at the moment. But hip hop is one of the ones for sure for me. And there's a lot of dancers I can mention right now, you know, such as the Criminals Crew, Rubik's, QT, Majid, like I said, Boo, bro. There's a whole bunch of them. Rachka, bro. The list goes on. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on. And type shit. Those are my top three for sure.
Thank you. And that entails so much, man. That like
it does.
Because like people just see dancing as movement. Some people, right? But I believe that it is an art. You know, it quite literally is. Just like music is an art. Music is an art. Dancing is an art. There's some things that people don't understand that is art, which it is, like which things are an art or a skill, right? And that's both of those, right? and just
Facts.
like the things that go into a good dancer or dancing well in general. Like for example, you're talking about dividing or like the layers, the hi
Layers of
hats and the beat and all the other stuff that that I don't because I'm like, what did you just say? So it's
yeah.
like it's amazing in that sense because when you see someone who is either good at something or very passionate about something, you see things from a different light. You go, what the heck? That thing is that complex? Are you
Yes.
kidding me? And it quite
Right.
literally is when it comes to dance, man. And that's beautiful. I love that you broke all those down in the way you did, named all the names that you did, and if y'all didn't know, now you know my boy really about all of that. All right, it
Pricey.
really is
Pricey.
about all of that. So another
Come
question I
on
have
now.
to ask you now is, when it comes to dance, what is something that dance taught you in your life?
Oh my gosh, that is a great question, bro. What has dance taught me? To be free, to express myself. That's one thing for
Ooh.
sure. To express myself in a way where it's like, yes, I'm getting inspired from all of these other dancers, but at the same time, like I'm trying to do it in my own sauce, in my own way, to let people know like this is me. This is my form of style. And yes, I'm grabbing from different techniques and styles, but at the same time, like I try to dance to my own, beat of the drum type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
in my own way, if that makes sense. So it's definitely taught me how to express myself a lot more in the sense of like being in front of people, right? Or just like I don't know, bro. Like going back to like to the culture and performing in front of people, bro. Like it's dancing for me. When I would see like people's like facial expressions while dancing, bro, it was kind of like uplifting others in a sense in that way too. So I felt like as if it was like yes, it's an art, but it's also like in a sense uplifting others too as well because you're giving out this
Energy.
energy to
Yeah.
people, bro. You know what I mean? To this energy to people that people can really feel, bro. Even if you're not like
Oh,
super hip
you can
and
feel
dialed
it
into
through the
dancing.
phone. People's
Yeah,
energy, quite
exactly,
literally.
exactly.
That kind
Right,
of thing.
bro. And yeah, and so to go back to like to your question, like I feel like that's what it's helped me out in my life is just to be free, bro. Just to express myself in a different way. And I've seen a lot of feedback that I get. I've made a lot of content in my time. You know what I mean, doing dancing videos, and I see the great feedback that I get from the community. It's like, dang, okay, if my dance is doing this and putting smile on people's
Man.
faces and whatnot, like all right, I'm gonna try to. Although I'm injured right now, but your boy can still get down
Yep.
on the chair and
Yep.
type shit,
Stop
all of that.
playing with
But
them.
you feel me? But yeah, that's what dancing has helped me out with and whatnot.
Nah, that's amazing. And I kind of want to go back to the point where you were saying, I may have taken styles from this and that, but it's my sauce. That's isn't that life though? We
Facts.
take we take styles from our moms. We take styles from the cousins, the older brother, the
Yeah,
this and that to make who we are today. So there's definitely
yeah,
no fib about none of that. Like taking other styles and making it our own in a sense because that's what life is. We are an accumulation of what we've gone through, and we don't have to reinvent the wheel. The wheel is here already, and we just gotta make do with what we have. Play the cards that were dealt in a sense. So definitely
love that.
very true when it comes to your style of dance and what you've created. Now
Yes,
that's
sir.
that's really dope. That's really dope. And then
Appreciate it.
another question I kind of want to ask for maybe to kind of wind down on the dance was what is a tip or advice that you would give to someone who's trying to start to dance or maybe who's kind of on the like curious about dance or maybe they're too nervous
Right.
to what is some advice that you would give them?
For sure, bruh. It's so crazy. The time that we live in right now, bruh, with social media, YouTube is where I started at, and YouTube is still the mother of all right now, teaching high key for me. So I was like, if you ever want to get into dancing, bruh, I would say like, just look up tutorials. That's what I did. If you want to get deeper on a deeper level, there's documentaries out there and videos out there that you guys can watch on learning the history of dancing. But if you're just somebody like just wanted to learn, bro, I can't give out specific workshops, but there are workshops out there, you know what I mean, that you could tap into. If you look up on Instagram, bruh, there's a couple of dancers that if you guys want to, DM me that you guys want to know about or different styles, man, I can give you guys certain plugins on, where to go to for different workshops and shit like that. But YouTube is literally where I started, bruh. You know what I'm saying? As far as like learning actual techniques and styles. At first, it was just watching DVDs like Rise and whatnot. But if you want to break it down to the T on really learning, you know what I mean, the ones and twos and shit like that, yes, YouTube is where it's at. I'm not even gonna cap. A lot of tutorials there, man. A lot of different styles, such as like turfing, tudding, whacking, voguing, breaking, popping, crump. You know what I'm saying? What else, bro? Gliding, all types of house step. You know what I'm saying? Um, lots of different styles, bro. But for sure, YouTube has definitely did justice for me. No cap.
That's what's up. All right,
Yeah,
y'all
it's
heard it
crazy.
here from the dance man
Yeah.
himself. YouTube. Go on to some YouTube and find that good stuff. One of the first
Yes.
things that came to my mind when you say YouTube, man, was they have so many damn ads, man. Damn it. These days, I bet the days when you was looking at that, you didn't have to worry about ads. You just clicked on the video and just started getting down. Like,
Oh,
all right, let me get to the.
right, bro. Now it's
Yes,
like, oh,
man. It's,
you may lose the drive after the first ad. You're like, all right, after this shit,
yeah,
man.
all right. I thought I was gonna get down, but now I'm gonna sit down and
Yeah,
not no more dancing for me.
facts,
No, but
facts. Yeah,
no, that's definitely great advice. So those people who are trying to learn how to dance, get on some damn YouTube, man. There's so
yeah,
much
man.
information, especially now on the internet nowadays.
I would say this too. After you do your research and your, you know what I mean, tutorials and learning and whatnot, throw on a beat, bro. Throw on a couple tracks if you got a speaker, bro, and test it all out, bro. Go through it, man, on what you learn. And then after you've learned the basics of whatever style you're doing, try to be different. Try to not do the, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Try to do your own style to it. You know what I'm saying? Which is nothing wrong with if you're still doing the same thing, but if you want to elevate as a dancer on learning new movements and stuff like that, um, a lot of times people when they dance, even myself, I have a struggle with this too as well, which I'm still kind of learning. A lot of times a lot of dancers use upper body movement, right? Their hands, turning, stuff like that. Try to dance with your feet first without your hands. Try to use your feet first because a lot of times beginners when they tend to dance first, they tend to not use their feet at all. They're just at a standstill. They're just using their hand movements, boom, 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 and that's it. If you can put your hands behind your back and try to dance to the beat with your feet, that's going to elevate your dancing in a whole different way. Yeah, tight.
Oh, that's man. That's kind of makes me think too about it's just I feel like it's harder. Maybe that's why also because people
Yeah.
like this is where all the quote unquote money is made in a sense. Like, oh, they look so cool doing all of this, but the hard work is being done down there in a sense. And I'd
Yes.
like to kind of
100%.
allude that to like the gym. People don't want to do leg day. People don't. That's the hard days, and they don't want to do
Right.
cardio and all of that stuff because up here is where everyone's looking at. Oh yeah, yeah,
Right. Right.
But the down there is carrying up here. You gotta gotta go with the flow in
Facts.
that kind of sense. So, yeah, I really like that. Like,
Yeah.
make sure you're dancing with your feet first, and your feet's gonna carry you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Right.
people are not
Right.
looking first at your feet, but that is the foundation, quite literally as well, right? It starts from the
You
bottom.
can build from there for sure. You build from there, bro. It's gonna help you out. No cap.
No, for sure, for sure. Just to continue to let everybody know as well, right now we're doing a podcast tonight, and my special guest is the one and only Joe_business_ on all the platforms and all of that.
All that. All that.
We haven't been able to talk to you guys specifically, and I know there's probably a lot of comments going on because we're trying to keep the conversation going and flowing and fluid as well. So just know that we are seeing the gifts, we're seeing the comments and everything, and we appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank y'all so much. And I'm going to give another little summary right now of what we've gone over. First of all, we talked about love and the many aspects of it, or some of the many, because there's just so much to go on within that. Afterwards, we were able to talk a little bit about like fathers, their role in life, and being able to grow up in life with that one as well. We've also talked about mental health. We talked about specifically what Joe does to better his mental health, and like how he found this avenue, and also of like how it helps him, the avenue to better his mental health. And Also, we've talked about advice for your younger self that you would give. That was a very eye-opening segment of the podcast for sure. And we have just talked a lot about dance and the passion that Joe has for dance, the knowledge as well, and the many things that dance encompasses. You know, whether it be life lessons or just being active and getting active as well. I'd say is a huge plus to dancing. You know, that's what they be. Zumba and step and all that good stuff. Like, it's kind of like a fun way to introduce themselves, people getting into back to getting active, because at one point in our lives, everyone's life, even, the most like not like running around person, we were active at some point, I would assume. So like, these fun little ways of getting active, like dance, definitely opens that door up for sure. Do I have a podcast on Spotify? Not yet. These aren't gone on. This is the second podcast ever, and this is also the first podcast ever of mine that we've had a special guest, and it is definitely an honor to have the one and only my brother Joe over here.
Oh, this is the second one.
So this is the second podcast ever, that I've had, and the first with a guest. So, that's just so everybody can know too how old this is and the trajectory, the path we're on, and it's definitely been an honor to have my brother here. For the first,
likewise, man.
Saying? To have my guy here. I do also, there's a couple more for sure that we got going on here. There was a segment we talked about in the 72. We had a podcast at that time. I was also mulling over whether to talk about, specific people and stuff like that, but unless we do get into that, then we will. But this one comes from the podcast we did have with Elder TikTok. This isn't specifically anything about him, but we talked about our top 5 music. Yeah, top 5 music artists of all time. So just to reiterate, or maybe it's changed since then, who are your top 5 artists of all time, Joe?
Oh my God.
All genres.
All genres? Yeah. Oh my God. All
genres combined. It's just like, who are the top 5 artists that if Joe is coming to my house, I should have ready to put on the radio so it can like.
It's so crazy for me. It always changes, bro.
There we go. And that's
because I'm so into like music, bro, and I can't really like. But for sure, like if I had to choose a top 5.
Dang, sorry to harp on too. Dance. It was beautiful because dance goes hand in hand with music. Not that you always need music to go every single time with dance, but like the way that you were analyzing the music when you were talking about dance, I was like, oh my gosh, that's just like, it is a match made in heaven. And it's like, why would I dance if there's no music? And there's also, I think, was it Denzel Washington had a quote about that in a movie? Was that Remember the Titans? And I don't dance if I don't hear no music or something like that, right? Yeah. So it's like,
that's a W movie too.
Yeah, shout out to Remember the Titans. We actually did cinema therapy like last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago on that. So I definitely gotta look up that and chop that.
Cinema therapy, oh my gosh, I'm already crying.
Yeah, no, cinema therapy is some fun stuff, man. I tell you, like I definitely got Arlo and Joe. Blindsided them. Yeah, I blindsided my dogs, man, and I definitely got to get to editing some part of that, so I could put that out there too. Like I'm still, just like you are, looking at the 72 and seeing what ways we could edit whatever maybe. But but sorry, just to kind of chime in there, I forgot that part. I was gonna say music, dance together, and then dance is like an appreciator of things because, like, you have to appreciate music to be with dance.
Yes.
You can't just go, I'm against the grain. I dance by myself on my own. Nah, bro. Like, music is necessary for dance. Even if some dances aren't necessarily, like, using music. Like, in general, dance and music hand in hand. And it's just beautiful. Okay, sorry.
They go together for sure. No, you're good. Yes, love that. If I had to choose, bro, like I said, my shit always changes because I'm constantly listening to, like, different types of music and whatnot. Even, like, music with no lyrics, bro. You know what I mean? Just instrumentals and shit like that, like different beats and whatnot. So it's like, DJs and producers and stuff like that in that sense. There's so many of them, but I can't even like name them off the rip. But if I had to put top 5 artists, for sure.
In any order specifically, use or no?
Any order, any order. You want me to put them in order?
If you can, but if you can't, then that's fine. But I would like an order. But if you can't, then no.
I can't even put them in order. I ain't gonna lie, because I might be bumping one more than the other, or the other one more than this one. And Tupac for sure, bro. Tupac for sure has definitely played a big part. You feel me? Eminem is one of them ones too, for sure. That was bumping a lot. For the culture, for sure. Feege, man, Uncle Feege, man, rest in
Peace,
love.
man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Go.
Michael Jackson, bro. Come on
Yeah.
now. Michael Jackson is one of them ones for sure too. And I did say it on the 72, and I'll probably say it again just because there's so many other people that can fill in the fifth spot. But I feel like for dancing purposes, growing up, T-Pain, bro.
Oh,
T-Pain was definitely
T-Pain.
one of them ones. The music, you know what I mean, the tone, bro, the delivery on everything on how he placed it, bro, as well as the other artists for sure. Michael Jackson and T-Pain definitely played a big part in, like, as far as like trying to find my rhythm and dancing and shit like that. And Tupac was more so like revolutionary, and so when I listen to him, it's like he speaks with a lot of passion, bro. He speaks with a lot of oomph, and you know he's very charismatic in that sense. And then Eminem was just like the fucking, you feel me, the white boy that was slicing and dicing with this freaking, you know, with the vernacular, bro. The way he would, like, old Eminem music, bro. I promise you, bro. Like, this dude would do, I don't even know what you call him, like double entendre drums and shit like that.
Yeah.
Bro, he would, if you look at his old stuff, obviously the new stuff is still cool, but bruh, this dude was a freaking lyricist genius, bruh. In the sense, like, nobody was touching this dude. I mean, some people may, you know, disagree, but this is, you know, my opinion on that dude right there. So, dude is tough for real. And obviously, you know, for the culture, Uncle Feege, man, has played a big part in all of the Polynesian community, bro. In our household, you would cling to his music, bro. You would hear his songs at functions, bro, at birthday functions, at cookouts, at, you know, kickbacks, you know, kava sessions, whatever you want to name, bro. Feege was there as well too. So shout out to that. And then MJ was the king of pop, bro. My dog was moonwalking, bro. And the way that he just I don't know, MJ, bro, was very, I don't even know what the word to how to explain it. I just know that me and my brothers, bro, we had this DVD where it would show like the music video of all the songs, bro, and we would try to mimic every music video, bro, the dancing scenes to the lyrics to it all, bro. So
that's a legendary moment, like that, bro. Legendary. You gotta be a legend for people to just do that. Like, yes, all right, let's set aside this time and all watch.
Right. We're all in the living room, just okay, you rock now, bro. Oh, sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn, man. Okay. So
what about for you?
The question, oh yeah, no, you can definitely ask me, but before I lose this train of thought. The
gotcha.
Because I forgot to ask the question when we went back. This kind of inspired me. If there's anybody alive, first is my question, that you would like to collab with, dancing wise, like,
oh my gosh,
you know, who would it be?
Oh my goodness, that's a great question.
And if you need a couple, you can give a couple. I'm not going to give a cap on numbers, but just who would it be to be like, if you could get them to teach you or have a session with them, or, you know, like dance alongside them, learn from them, you know.
Bro, that list goes on, but for sure, off the back is the Les Twins, bro. The Les Twins is for sure, like, they already taught me so much behind the screen. So if I can get in front of them in person, bro, and to pick their brains on a deeper level, bro, on how to, like, you know, elevate my dance and how to approach it in different ways and what helped them and stuff like that, and doing collab with them, that's the golden, you know, ticking right there for me, bro, is to get with those dudes for sure. Tight Eyes is another dude too, for sure, bro. Tight Eyes is one of them ones. Let's see who else. Let's see. So Les Twins, Tight Eyes, I'll give one more, and then, damn, bro, there's so many names. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Les Twins, Tight Eyes, and you know, I'll leave it like that. Okay. There's just so many names. Yeah, I'll leave it like that.
For sure.
Yes, definitely would love to collab with them for sure.
And now the question is, dead or alive, would anybody go over them, or is just those probably are most likely the top two?
Dead or alive? Nah, they would be.
They're it.
Yeah, they're for sure.
That's dope. The pinnacle.
Yeah.
The Les Twins and Tight Eyes. All right, there we go. And you asked me, right? My top 5 artists. I think they're gonna remain the same for a minute. I'm like I listen to different. For example, right now the music that I'm listening to is nowhere really near all of this, but it's just those are kind of my five. Like right now, I'm listening to a lot of old Samoan music, and then some new Samoan music. Man, shout out to D-Boy 223. Man, I've kind of been listening to bro a lot recently. I've been listening to a lot of Young Go as well. Shout out Young Go. Shout out to all the T's and all of that.
Tease that, don't freeze that.
Yeah, tease that, don't freeze up and all of that. But I've been listening to them. Miguel just dropped like some new tracks off of a new album he's about to come out with. So it's just been like a lot of different music and whatnot. But my top five in general, all genres, my top five is number 1, Bob Marley. Number 2, Fiji. 3, Michael Jackson. 4, Nate Dogg. And then 5 would be Frank Ocean.
Oh, yup.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I really mess with Frank, man. So, yeah, those are my top 5. And I don't really see them changing. I see like the top 10 though, like the 5 after, man. Oof, I gotta start, working on that because I mean, to build off of those 5 afterwards is kind of tough. Ride with the mob. But
facts.
Just to kind of think about it from now on. But I mean, it's very tough, and then people could go, "Oh, but what about this person? What about that?" Yeah. What about it? Okay, that's my top 5. Go make your own and come let me know later. Okay, so shoot, we'll get into that another time, the 10 part. But just to continue, maybe on the I don't know. I have a question to ask you about music. Sorry.
Yes.
What? I guess you kind of got onto it anyways, but I'm gonna ask this: what is an artist that you listen to and it immediately takes you to your childhood?
Oh my goodness. T-Pain. I'm gonna say, T-Pain, MJ, bro.
Yeah, automatically
that off the bat, yes. Okay, I'm gonna say MJ first for sure. Like I said, we was in the living room, bro, breaking it down, and like me and my brother West, shout out to my brother West, we would literally sit there, bro, and try to mirror this dude, bro. This dude was, I don't know, he was just such an angel, bro. I'm sorry. Like, oh my goodness, we need to be like this guy on the sex shit. Man. This dude's going crazy, because the way that MJ was just, display his talents, bro, let alone like, his music and everything, bro. Like, bro, Smooth Criminal. If you guys know the music video on Smooth Criminal, bro, like that little lean to the side, bro, when they're in the tuxedos and the suits, and you know what I mean? Like, bro, that right there was like me and my brother would try to mirror that. Like, I would lean and he would hold my shirt in the back just so that I can look like, you know what I'm saying? So definitely MJ, bro, plays a big part. You know what I mean? Billie Jean. You know what I'm saying? Billie Jean is another one too, bro. Little fun fact, we had like that fundraiser at the church where we did the Michael Jackson performance, and my brother was Michael Jackson, and I was playing as the female in that sense. But it's kind of like crazy because when we were practicing the whole dance, we kind of already knew like how to move, because in like watching it as a child, bro, it was just like everything for us. So we would study all of that stuff, bro. So MJ for sure is numero uno when it comes to like what artist brings me back to my childhood for sure. Michael Jackson, bro.
Man, that's facts. I remember we would take field trips to wherever, and sometimes I feel like more often than not, shout out to the Schwenkies, but we were in their van and they would play. You remember? Man, they would have either a movie up on the screen, or they'd be bumping MJ too. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely remember like really early years listening to all the hits, because I think that the CD they played was just all the hits from MJ. So definitely, I agree, man. Taking us back to
that damn van had a lot of bass up in that thing. Man, it sure did. It was going crazy up in there.
And they held everybody in there, bro. I remember, bro. Man, like, where are we going? SeaWorld, and we went to the zoo, and we went to some more shit. Like, we went everywhere for real. So shout out to them. Shout out to the family and all that good stuff, man. All love. And it's like that's what builds our our taste these days. You know, the foundation, the music, and just something to kind of go back to the dance on. It was kind of dope for you guys to perform and present that to the world in that sense, right? Like when you were the female in that, and your brother was Michael Jackson. Yeah. Because when you come prepared with something, it's dope as hell, and it's just like I can't wait to share with the world. When you're not as prepared for a performance or something, it's kind of more nerve wracking, and it's like, you know. So I kind of want to ask you that: have you ever had a performance where you weren't as prepared?
Great question. Now I have to think right now. Weren't as prepared. Not prepared in the sense of like certain attire. Let's just say that.
Oh, okay.
As far as like performance wise, we've always been on point for sure.
Gotcha.
But as far as like, man, we forgot the makeup, man, or the lava for certain things, and we forgot our shirts. You know what? It's all good. We don't got it. We're still gonna go out there and give these people a show to watch. But yeah, in that sense, yeah, not prepared as far as like, yeah, like clothing, materials, and props, I guess you would say, but never ever like, because with me in the dancing scene, like I'm always trying to give my best, bro, and trying to make sure everybody's in the same on the same boat as well. So it's like, hey, or you know what I would say though to that is like maybe somebody is sick, they can't show up in that sense, and we would just have to not necessarily
Like compensate?
switch up everything. Yeah, it would just be a formation thing is all it is. But yeah, never
has it been like
like,
unprepared,
oh,
like,
bro, we gotta freaking.
I didn't
We might
practice
have
enough.
to cancel this. Yeah,
Oh,
nah.
okay.
I've always been like, nah, we practicing, bro. Practice.
No,
Let's
that's
go.
true. And
You know me, I love practice.
Oh yeah, no, he loves practice since a youngin. All right, if something he's gonna do, he's gonna practice. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So has there? Okay,
100%.
I'm trying to look now. Is there ever a time you felt unprepared for something and then you were up to bat? I guess.
Ooh, okay. I'm prepared for something. I can say, the first thing that comes to mind is giving a talk at the church.
Yeah, no, I was gonna ask you. I was thinking like that was.
Yeah, that's for sure. One of the main things is like, when you're ready to go give your talk up there, bruh, and like you got given, in advance, probably like a week in advance or 2 weeks in advance or whatever. Or sometimes it's like the 3 days before or the day before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, dang, you're trying your best, especially as like a teenager. I'm like, I have to talk in front of all of these people, bruh. And like, okay, yeah, Ngali, I don't have nothing prepared. So I'm over there scrambling around. I'm like, Mom, help me with this, bro. I need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get put up on game on how to do an introduction and how to speak and how to close, all of these things. You know what I'm saying? That plays to myself for sure. Speaking in front of like the ward was for sure like one of those things. Like, dang, very nerve-wracking, because it's not like you go there and you're going to go speak. No, you have to sit there.
Oh,
you have to sit there and look at. You have to sit there and look at everybody. You're just feeling all these eyeballs on you. Like, stop looking at me. Stop looking at me, cousin.
What is the difference then in that moment compared to performing?
Because I'm talking. Because I'm vocal now. I'm talking now. I have to actually get up on there, and whatever I am saying has to make sense. You know what I mean? Has to bring some type of value. I have to say this without stuttering. You know what I mean? I have to make sure, I can't just be going from one topic to another and jumping here and there and whatnot. So it's like, it's very nerve-wracking. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you only can build that type of, I guess, muscle is like through doing it repetitively. You know what I'm saying? You have to get up in those moments and to see if you're gonna, break or, make it what it is. So for sure, talking in front of people at that time in the church was definitely nerve-wracking. But once I got up there, it's like the sense of performing in front of people, that's what kind of clicks in. It's like, all right, now we locking in. But for sure, I'd be hella nervous right before that shit. I'd be over there like, damn, hopefully something happens right now when we have those.
Definitely. As a kid, though, that's definitely your thought. Like, man, before I have to go up, I hope the class is canceled or something. Yeah, that's that.
Or you feel like, man, hopefully I don't gotta use the bathroom, bro. Like, have to freaking go back and like, all these things that are running through your mind, bro, as like a freaking young kid, because you get up there at an early age and you're like speaking in front of a whole crowd, and it's like, bro, that's crazy work. But it's kind of cool now.
Yeah, no, just like you said, it's a make or break moment, and those kind of moments like help us build ourselves in a way, I guess.
Yes.
All right, there we go. Thank you for your answers, and that definitely all very valuable, and I hope everybody is getting as much from this podcast as I am. Yes, it is podcast night. Very true. Shout out to everybody who's been, subbing and went on the side and sending the gifts and all of that great stuff. I appreciate you guys. We really do appreciate y'all. Yeah. So during the podcast, we're not like super reading the chat and stuff. Just for those who are also just tuning in, we're just trying to keep everything fluid, keep everything flowing, and everything going. Just gonna give another little recap real quick. We started off talking about love, and then we talked about father figures in life. We talked about advice that we would give to our younger selves. What's something that Joe does to better his mental health, and the very many motivations and just strength that he's been able to draw from all of the pillars in his life. We talked about dance and Joe's passion for dance as well. And we've talked about the top 5 music artists of ours, and a little bit about music in our lives. So just to kind of bring it all together there. Right here, another question I have for you is, what has taught you the biggest lesson in life?
What has taught me the biggest lesson in life? What has taught me, man, great question again, too. What has taught me the biggest lesson in life? Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to think about this one right now. What has taught me the biggest lesson in life? The biggest lesson. See, we're not just talking about multiple lessons. We're talking about the biggest lesson.
And kind of to maybe help out a little bit, like the biggest lesson is kind of maybe something you always draw back to, like in life when, XYZ is happening. Like you see yourself more often than not getting to this, maybe.
Right. The biggest lesson in life for me is,
or what has taught you that, whether it be a story that like you got it from, because we like art is inspiring. Maybe one day you looked up and saw a bird and that said, damn, this is so, it taught me about the elegance of life and I gotta be that. It's just like whether it could be a story or a moment in your life, or something specific taught you the biggest moment in your life.
I think bro, just being a father is one thing for sure for me. It's taught me a lot. Being and having my children and a husband too at the same time. Reason being is because like I said, going back to my upbringing and how I was raised, you start to see all the things that you kind of missed out on. Now that I'm here being present in my daughter's life, bro, I get to be able to provide them certain things as far as like communication, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's some things like growing up in the Polynesian culture, like for us, or especially for me, like communication was definitely not there. And I feel like now being where I'm at, I get to, in a sense, like have those deeper conversations with my youngins, you know what I'm saying, or with my wife. And I've never got to have that, you know what I mean, growing up. There are specific moments that I had certain moments that I did get helped out, but for sure I can look back and like, dang, man, I never got to have somebody to communicate these certain things. So I feel like being a father, bro, has definitely taught me a lot of things, and having a big eye opener for me to just try to be the best father I can be, that what I didn't have growing up for my family in that sense. And even just being a husband to my wife, and just considering everything that goes on with dealing with a woman, you know what I mean. Women go through certain things such as like periods, pregnancies, and a whole bunch of things, like a lot of lessons that are learned within a relationship, within a family. So I'd say, like, in short form answer, family, but in big sense it's like trying to break it down. I don't know, I can't really articulate my words in a sense to break it down fully, but yeah, that's what comes to mind for sure. And so I think just being a father, because I've learned so much, like being I had my first daughter, bro, at a very young age, you know what I mean? Some may say at the age of 17, going into 18. And I've learned a lot from there, you know what I'm saying, on being a kid, raising a kid, going through getting better. It's like, damn, bruh, there's so much shit that I had to go through in those stages, those beginning stages, along with my wife, bruh, which, I'm not really proud of, what I'm saying? And that I can look back and be like, dang, I could have been better, what I'm saying? Like I said, now I'm very communicative. And, back then it was more so like yelling and, lashing out and all of these things. Which is why I say, like, being a father and being a husband is one of the biggest lessons that has ever taught me, and I'm also learning from my kids and learning from my wife. They teach me damn near every day. I'm learning new things, you know what I mean? How to be more kind and how to be more peaceful and how to be more positive. There's so much that goes into, you know, being a parent and being a husband as well. So, um, yeah. Tight.
Yeah, no, I love that, man. That's where it's at, and that's what's up. Like, there's so much to look forward to every day as a father as well. It's just every day is a new adventure because it's not just you in your own life, whether it be this or that or mundane, this and thing. There's so many other lives that you are with or in charge of, or work living alongside and keeping under your wing. So I definitely could see that being for sure the pinnacle of what has
Yes.
taught you so much. Um, Now I guess kind of we're back on fathers, but not with our fathers, but more so in a sense of being one. I kind of would like to go in on that a little bit now that we're here.
Yeah.
What is something that you wish you knew earlier as a father
Oh my goodness. Something that I knew earlier as a
that
father.
you wish you would knew?
Um, as a father. Man, it's like you hear all these things like when you're having a kid, it's like, oh man, get ready for the sleepless nights. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The many diapers you're gonna change and whatnot. And it's like, you know, um, I'm gonna be honest. When I first got the news that I was having a kid, you know what I mean, at the age that I was at, and the mentality that I had at that moment, um, it was the first 10 minutes when my wife hit me up because we were in different states.
Oh.
I was in Texas and she was in Cali at the time, and she had called me and she said, "Hey, like." Because literally, right when I moved to Texas, type shit, boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. Anyways, she calls me and said, "Yeah, I'm pregnant," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, ngale." It does make sense that the time frame on boom, boom. So I'm like, "Yeah, ngale." So my instant reaction was like, my initial reaction was like, "Bro, I'm not ready." You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I'm not ready for this, bro. Like, I don't know how I'm about to go about this, bro. And I was like, man, I don't know what to do and stuff like that. And I was telling her, like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And I told her straight up. And then she's like, really? Like, you know what I mean? Oh, is it cutting up? My bad, my bad.
What
My
happened?
check.
I can hear you
Am I good?
personally.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay,
would stop
gotcha.
you and if I couldn't hear you, but I mean I
Gotcha.
don't know, maybe
No,
for
you're
your
good.
stream, maybe I don't know.
Oh, yep. And
I hear a lot of clears.
for sure, for sure. Bet, it's good. And she was telling me, she was like, yeah, man, I'm pregnant. I was like, damn, bro. Like, I really had those moments where I was like, man, I don't know if I want to get into all of this. It's like the first 10 minutes of on the conversation that I'm
Hmm.
having with her. And instantly, bro, I was like,
Because it's
after that
shock.
10 minutes, bro,
It's
it's
shock.
shocking, bro. It's so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially at that age, it's like, bro, what am I about to get into? And so after the 10 minutes of going back and forth, and she was like a little bit like, mad at my response, which is perfectly fine. But for me, it was just like my honest feeling
Yeah.
of how I was feeling. And I was like, damn. But after that, I instantly looked back and I was like, bruh, on how I was raised up, I keep going back to it, but I got to because that's where it
Yeah.
comes from. Like, my mom was a single mom, bruh, raising 6 kids. And I knew how that was, how hard it was for her on not having a father figure right there. Even though for me it was the norm, but for her on what she had to go through. And so in a sense, it's like, what the hell am I doing right now, bro? I'm going against everything that I was talking about, bro. You know what I mean? Growing up, like, man, if I did become a father, I was gonna be the best father. And so it's like it instantly clicked right after that moment. I was like, oh yeah, I'm tripping. So I apologized, but I'm like, my bad. This is was my initial thoughts, is what I was thinking about and how I was feeling. But then again, I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm about to be the best father I can be, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm gonna be present. So it's like, um, yeah, going and then having that, bro. Like, you don't have it all figured out. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Never. Yeah.
Being a young parent, there's no blueprint to this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said before, you're a kid raising a kid, and one, like, to go back to your question, one thing that I would have known, um as a father or as a young father was yeah, bro. The sleepless nights ain't no joke. I ain't gonna lie. Them diapers is crazy work for sure.
Oh
No
yeah.
cap. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that, bro. But luckily I had, my partner there, Sheila, WYF to
Yeah.
help out in that
Facts.
lane, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's so much to it for sure. But that's some of the basic things I guess I can just give out right now in that sense. But yeah, there's so much I don't know. I can't really pinpoint a certain answer because it's like looking back, I'm like, bruh, I fucked up so many times, bruh, as a young father, bruh. Like, you know what I mean? There's so much I can learn as far as like I guess because I guess it's a general thing too, not even just as a father. It's just the internal work, bruh. You know what I mean? All the emotions that I was dealing with at the time. And maybe due to past trauma and whatnot, you really don't get to know somebody until you live with somebody. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah, that
saying?
too.
I've always said that.
That's a big
And
thing.
so in that sense, being with my wife, she's at a young age on having a baby, like there's so much, bro, so much learning from back in the day, bro, and how like why am I acting this way? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Why am I tending to screaming and lashing out first, other than just trying to talk with you and being more communicative and we're like 2 feet away. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Yeah.
lot of things, and like although I know the question was strictly towards being like what advice you would give or
No, this
what
is
would you
all
learn
goes
from.
towards it. Don't even trip
But
up on
it's
none of
like
that.
it's yeah.
It
But it's
goes.
like
So
you know what
keep
I mean.
going.
In that sense, it's like, bruh, it's like I wish I would have just been more in tune with my emotions, you know what I'm saying? To be able to be present enough on how to deal with having a young child and being in a young marriage and dealing with, with my wife and things like that. Postpartum, bro. There's a whole bunch of things that go into this relationship. Like I didn't believe in postpartum, bro. And for those that don't know what postpartum is, it's basically like right after, a woman gives birth, they go through this thing called postpartum where it's like I can't really pin the full definition, but what am I trying to say? It's a different battle. Let's just say that in the sense it's a different battle that women go through, bro, mentally. And I was just more so on the like, nah, you're good. You're not dealing with nothing in that sense, is what I would say to
Oh.
my wife because I didn't believe in postpartum because I'm thinking how we have already been dealing with our arguments and our marriage was like, oh yeah, this is
It's
how we deal
enough.
with it
Yeah,
right
like
there.
it's cool.
Is enough. You know what I'm saying? So when postpartum will come about, I'm over there like, you're good, babe. Like, let's just,
Yeah.
talk about it and move past it and whatnot. And so like a lot of things as a young father for sure that I can give myself so much advice on sleepless nights, being on trying to make the bottle right. You know what I'm saying? I messed up on so many bottles on putting, that you know what I mean? All of these things, bro. Like I can get better at, but for sure you learn throughout time and whatnot. But those are some of the many few things for sure that I can like think of off the top of the dome that I was like, man, I should have been more a little bit more patient in that sense when it came to, dealing with, my wife or being in that situation. If that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. And that's why a lot of times during cinema therapy, man, I talk about how important it is to know yourself. A lot of people don't know how valuable
Right.
that is to be able to know who you are. To be able to
Right.
deal with your emotions, to know why you do X, Y, Z,
Yes.
because it will affect your relationships later down the line. And to know yourself is to help others as well, because every relationship you're gonna be in, who else is in it? You're always gonna be in a relationship, so you gotta know who you
Right.
are and how you respond to things and what are your likes, dislikes, and just like everything about you, so that you can not only help others, like not be annoyed by who the hell you are, but you could also improve yourself,
Yeah.
right? You can't improve something that don't know what the hell's going on with it, right? So just to be able to just like you said, you would have liked for yourself to have known that early on. Obviously it's real early in life, and if you never tackled that beast, which is a beast, you are a beast within inside of you, and to be able to tame yourself, it's hard, it's tough. And it's like, if it's an untapped thing, it's kind of like going into a dungeon and you don't know what kind of monster in there, and you just gotta kind of like pick at it and prowl at it and like look at it, and feed it, not feed it. Exactly. You just scared me, Loki. It's monster scary, also. No, but it's just like it's unpredictable at times, and having to roll with the punches in that way. Sometimes, getting to know ourselves is thrown at us. Maybe in this sense, like you didn't want to get to, but you kind of had to so that your life could go more smooth. But the earlier you can, people get to know yourself. It's definitely important because your future relationships await you, and to have that down under your belt already and in your pocket, that's one less thing to worry about. And that's not only one less thing; it's a lot of less things to worry about, because whether you think so or not, you come with a lot of baggage. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you, me. Right. We all do. And right. We just got to be able to master ourselves before getting up and at the world. So definitely a huge thing to think about and talk about. And man, I'm already knowing fatherhood with all of that. Cause I kind of wanted to go back to the fatherhood, the beginning part, just real quick, and because that was like a thing. What would you think you could have done to prepare for the sleepless nights and all the diapers? Like, is there anything you could have done, or is it just like you can never prepare?
No, you can't, bro. You gotta, because every I like now having multiple children. Every children is different. The sleeping schedule is a little bit different. So you may be dealing with the child who may be sleeping, maybe like say your child sleeps at 8:00, p.m. Okay, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they might sleep throughout the whole night, or maybe not, but you never know, because it may be from like a 4-hour nap and then wake up and be up for the rest of the whole night, bro. And you just up at 3:00 in the morning, like, yeah, now, and then you got work at like 7:00 in the morning. And you're like, yeah, it's all good. Fuck the sleep. It's all good. So you never know. Yeah. You can't really pinpoint it in that sense. So what type shit.
Gotcha. Dang. Yeah. Okay. For sure. So that was that question. And then just to kind of end off this part of the kind of father one, just so we can get to kind of some of our last ones. What is some advice you would give to someone who's about to be a father?
Oh my gosh, bro. Great question. Someone who's about to be a father, bro, is just be in the moment, bro, of everything and what's about to be happening, because you're about to enter into a whole new world. Because, like I said, I can't speak on everybody's situation.
Yeah, they're all
everybody is different.
For sure.
Everybody's different in their own way. But one thing I would say, man, that I've said before, in the sense of like being a father, bro, is just being present. And being present in your children's life, bro. Being present with your wife, and knowing your person, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're a single father, you know what I'm saying? Just knowing your child, bro, to the T, having those conversations, you know what I mean, with them, communicating, as cliche as it seems, bro, communication is so key. Not only communicating with your child, but communicating with yourself, man, and doing that internal work for sure, because I promise you, you may go through the motions, bro, and just not know what's going on, but you're like, all right, I'm just going to go to work, and you feel me, and what's it called, and come back home and put food on the table and feed my kids and that, this, and the third. But, not saying this in a bad way, but it can be taxing. You know what I mean? You got to have time for yourself to be able to look at yourself like, man, I'm a father, but at the same time, I got to, you feel me? Give yourself that grace. Give yourself that time for sure. But be present, actively present too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be present, but they're not present. You can be there, but you can't be there. You know what I'm saying? You can be there, but you're not there. Gang. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're there, gang, be there with your kids, bro. Talk with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Not just be there and just be like, all right, the kid's gonna go do their thing while I'm doing my own thing over here, type shit. So to all the fathers out there, that's one thing I can say is just being present, actively present with your children.
I love that. Thank you so much for that. Yes, actually, Coolin, this is the part of the podcast before my last question to Joe, that I will be opening it up to the chat in general. So anyone and everyone who would like to ask questions, Oos, if you got questions over there too, you can ask them as well. But yes, you can. Now I'm taking questions, and Joe is taking questions specifically as well. So everyone, you guys can go ahead and start asking us questions.
Type stuff.
Yeah, because I have one more question for you too before this whole thing is over. Just to go on a little recap before we start with the questions, to tell everybody what we've talked over tonight. Just one more little recap. We talked tonight about love. We talked about advice we'd give to our younger selves. We talked about life without a father. We've talked about what Joe's done to better his mental health. We've also talked about Joe's love for dance and the many things that are in tune of that. Our top artists for music, and we went back to talking about fatherhood again, which was very beautiful. I definitely have been enjoying everything and so much of tonight.
Thank you.
You have any questions, Zeus, already on your side?
Let me see here. Let me see. Not more so question. There's just like more so inputs.
Got you. I do have a question then right now for you, and it comes with kind of hinging off of our last topic specifically.
Okay. All right.
Coolin says, does that follow the same concept as a stepfather, or would you give an advice about that perspective?
Stepfather.
I think that is kind of different. I feel like that might be. Is that different, Oops? Like, I mean, obviously we don't know because we're not. We haven't been stepfathers. I haven't been any kind of father. I'm just the daddy.
I will say this. I did have a stepfather role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was played a period of time in my life, and like I said, I'm one to cling on to the positive things, and I can say certain things, like somewhat present, you know what I mean? And it does play a part in that sense. And so it's like, yes, I feel like if you're a stepfather, bro, and you're about to enter into, a family, that with kids that are not yours, but you are willing to be in that family, bro, I feel like, yes, you would treat those kids as if they were, biologically yours, in that sense. Because I feel like, would you go into a relationship being a stepdad, not like given the same treatment as if they were not your kids? You know what I'm saying? Like in that sense, like, you know what I mean?
Fly,
but exactly. So it's like you wouldn't get no type of points, bro. In my book, if that's the case, like also you're just in there just for the mother of those children, and you're just trying to, whatever that relationship is like that's all you're caring about and that's all you're considering. No. That mother has children. That's the whole package that you got to deal with, bro. So you know what I mean? I feel like, yes, for all the stepfathers out there, stepmoms, whatever it is the case may be there present for those children, gang. They deserve it. No cap. But that's just my opinion. So
no, I agree. It's like it's very selfish and very telling when a man goes into a relationship and it's only about the mom in that sense, because it's like, man, I'm here for the mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm here to do what I do with her, and then I don't really care what the hell happened afterward. It's a very selfish mind, and if he was to exist in that life with them, like just down the long haul for her, it's not going to be an enjoyable life for anyone, to be honest.
Exactly.
If someone's not going to embrace that whole experience, then it really isn't a worth one.
Like, why would the mother or the mom want to be with somebody that's not going to have love for their children too at that point as well? Like, that make no sense.
Yeah, that make no sense. That's for sure. And he's agreeing for sure with what we're saying. And you're right. You have that also in a sense point of view under your belt too, to be able to harp in on that for sure. So no, I agree. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Dope question, man. Love that question.
Yeah, definitely a good question.
Fine. If there's any questions that you guys have, feel free.
Yeah, no,
you
for
feel
sure.
what I'm saying? I got one actually.
Okay, go ahead.
So from Lynn, she said, my question is, tell us about a time God showed up for you.
Whew. Won't he do it? You know what I'm saying?
Come on now. I don't know if you wanted to answer. I kind of already gave a little story before, but I don't know if you wanna give your take on this question.
Man, shoot. I'd say it's a big thing for me in awareness. Like the more I've become aware, spiritually in that sense, I've been able to see more the hand of God in my life. So to see, and the question was, when, or can you repeat the question?
Yes. She said, just tell us about a time.
Oh, a time God specifically.
Yes. A time.
Man, well, due to that awareness, man, that time could be today. That time could be right now. Like, I kid you not. I feel like a lot of things are divinely appointed in that sense. So, There's no coincidence in the fact that me and my brother Joe are here tonight. I feel like if you're in here, it's for a reason, in that sense. And
Right.
like there's definitely been, for example, last Thursday, man, we were talking about something and we weren't inherently specifically talking about God, but one of the people in chat got like, so much from the cinema therapy
Yeah.
session that they were like, man, who knows? Maybe, God sent me here tonight to listen to y'all. And I was like, man,
Come on.
you know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
So it's like a time where I saw God in my life. I saw him right now. I saw him when I woke up this morning. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
it's I know you wanted a kind of like an experience specifically, but I cannot lie to you. It's kind of like when you're doing your best to be kind of spiritually in tune in that sense. He's here with me.
Facts. I love that you said that because I feel the same way, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, literally every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Like I said, I've always been a firm believer in God, but like to be able to strengthen my relationship on a different level to where like my lens faith is on a different meter of I look at everything as a blessing, bro. And I say, yep, that's God, bro. Everything, waking up, clothing, food, my kids coming down just right there, bro.
Yeah.
Walking, you know what I mean? Little things that people may seem like they're just everyday things, but once you get to grasp it on a different level, I'm just like, bruh, God has placed, bro. There's so many things. You feel what I'm saying? Even like right now, like the community, the stream, bro, like all of this, bro. All of this, bro. Everything. So I love that answer, 100%.
I agree.
My bad, y'all. We were trying to, you feel me, focus on the pocket. I know, like the Uso said, man, we trying to, like, you feel me, give flowers to everybody gifting and stuff like that. I'm trying to try my best. I'm trying to, you
yeah,
feel
you're good. I know, man. My brother Joe is always active and always breaking shit and always getting the what's it called. So, yeah.
I love that, bro.
I got another question.
Yep.
Yeah, this question. I don't know if it was asked in yours or what, but someone was sent to me to ask, Yeti, why have you been single for so long?
Oh,
Solid. This isn't.
Who asked that question?
Max said she was sent to ask that question.
So she was sent to ask.
Yeah, I don't know who sent you, but
all right.
Damn, get put on the spot, huh? I mean,
go ahead.
I'm never one to back down from shit. You know what I'm saying? It's really,
That's right.
Up to the come on now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's right.
Man, I feel like during this time, it's been a huge time for me to work on me. I want to give my all in a relationship to my lady, for whoever it may be when I get to her or when she finds me. So during this time, it's really like I don't know what to call it. Not like a training, but it's like an arc of my life where I'm just doing my best to get myself up in all of the forms where it ever may be, physical, spiritual, financial, like just mental, and so every day that goes by, I'm really taking notes on how to be better for the rest of my life. So that's kind of where I'm going with that and why.
So would you say you? Sorry,
no, you're good.
Can I come on a follow-up question?
Yeah.
Oh. So you say you're like
oh, we're gonna keep going on this subject. No, you're good. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, oh, damn it! Why I had like 15 questions already followed up.
Oh hell no!
I'm playing.
No, you're good.
Damn it! So you just focusing on yourself, man. When the time is right, it's gonna happen.
Man, there's a saying where it's focus on you till the focus is on you, and that's kind of what I'm.
That's right, man.
Getting down with, man. Just trying to get me down and get my life down, get my mindset, and I'm trying to get to know me. All of that. You feel me? So.
Right. I love that, bro. That's right. Hey, you feel me? What I would want to say this: is there any preference?
You said what?
Is there any preference in your ideal woman, or what you're looking for in a woman, or is there a specific, characteristic or field or whatever it may be? If that,
like a preference, like no, I don't have a preference. She doesn't gotta be from a specific place. She could be any color. I really don't believe that love should, stop at a certain barrier or whatever it may be. So She could be from whatever. Her parents could be whatever. She could have no parents, one parent, anytime, everywhere. But you know, when you marry a woman, you also marry her family in that sense. So like, that's definitely something I'm gonna be looking at. I mean, we all have imperfect families and whatnot, but it's just a lot that I definitely take into account for sure when it comes to all of that. But in terms of a preference, like, nah, she don't gotta be, you know, from XYZ country or be certain kind of skin color, or you know what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
I don't really have a preference in terms of that.
Gotcha. Sweet, man.
So I guess
all
like
love,
when she,
man.
like I could fall in love tomorrow with, you know, I don't know, shit, type shit.
No.
Whatever. Yeah, type shit though, and that's the thing too, man. People, some people don't believe love exists in a sense. I think that's kind of a sad point of view in life, in my opinion. Like, I've definitely been around some people that go, bro, do you believe love exists? I'm like, what do you mean? Do I believe love exists? What do you mean? Are you serious? And then some people really don't think like true love is real or love exists and all of this. And I'm like, man, you on the internet too much or something like that. I don't know. Right, but I believe it's out there, you know.
Gotcha. I gotta.
No, keep going. Like if you got them, you keep going.
I got a lifeline question.
Lifeline, you got a phone a friend? Oh, sorry.
I have a phone. There's somebody on the phone that wants to
ask a question.
If you don't mind, up to you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I didn't know this was real. Right. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
Welcome to the voicemail.
Oh, how you gonna call me and then not? All right. Here we go. All right, yo. Hello.
I know that voice.
What's up, Boos?
Yeah, go ahead, jump. What was your question?
He said jump.
EAGLES.
What the fuck?
Okay. We're gonna hang up that.
Oh hell no! They're gonna have to spell eagles.
That's it. Ban them, chat. Hey, Kylo,
hell no! They really came in to say that. Say shit. Well, I'm glad though. That's sorry. I thought it was gonna be something else. But,
yes, I thought it was a real question. Hey, Kylo, Lalo.
Oh man, and then that's, you know, I love that about, you know, us and our circles in a sense. It's always light and, you know, it's always fun. God. So I ain't even mad at it. You know? That's just how it is.
I thought he was genuinely about to ask a question, and all you hear is jump in the background. Hey, Kyle,
you good? You good?
Coolin. That's
shoot, I was about to move on, Coolin, actually. So I'm about to skip that question. Oh, sorry, no, I'm playing.
I got a question too. If you
all right, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Serious question right here. Yeah. Shout out to the bros, man. Where's the question? Best relationship advice for someone that is getting back into dating after 3 years, and any tips?
I don't know about if I could get that damn answer. I mean, like, I could give an answer, which I feel like it would be a solid one, but like speaking from like me even trying to get in, like on a for real level, it's advice: be yourself. You know, that's what I think is real important, man. You can't fake the funk, because sooner or later, whatever's done in the dark is going to come out. You know, like, you could try and not be an asshole, but one day the assholeness is going to come out, and that person's going to be like, what the fuck? And then you're going to be like, I'm sorry, I was an asshole the whole time. And I can't resist. So, like, it's just, you know, don't not be yourself. But if you, like, I always say this, be yourself, but if yourself sucks, go improve that, you know? So, in my opinion, what I would have to say to that is just be yourself more than anything, and improve yourself while you're being yourself, I guess. Which could be get your money up, or get your patience up, or, you know, just different ways. But that's mine.
No, 100%.
Maybe it's too simple, but I don't know.
No, I'm on like the same lines as that. If I could piggyback off of what you're saying, I can't really speak on it because I've been out of the
no, that's what
I've been
saying
married
too,
for, you know what I'm saying? I've been married going on 11 years strong, tight shit. You feel what I'm saying? All that. So yeah. So what my guy was saying, Yeti, bro, just be yourself, bro, is literally the small answer, I guess I could say too, along those lines. Yep.
I'm gonna take a little bathroom break, and let the questions keep coming, y'all, and then we'll probably take like 5 more questions in total if people got hella more questions, and then we'll be back, and then I'll give my last question to you.
Yep, for sure. All right, anybody else got any questions y'all want to ask? Y'all happy for welcome, man. Shout out to everybody double tapping the screen, shut the live and going crazy, man. Shout out to everybody on everybody's platforms. I mean, on Yeddispeaks platform, on this one as well, on the green, on the purple, and on TikTok. I see y'all jump. Appreciate the motherfucking blooming. Shout out to everybody that was gifting, going crazy, as well as everybody that was subbing up on Yeti side, man, tuning in. This is my first time ever on the podcast. Shout out to the Uso, like in this sense, in this dynamic. So shout out to the Uso Yeti for having me on here. Who won on Sunday night? Oh, nah. Now, Jump is coming in with the spicy questions. Hey, guy, don't look, just my advice. They come through relatively. Okay, gotcha. 951, what's the word? Welcome in. How we doing? If you guys have any other questions, man, let me know. Oh, Jump, my goodness. What's the... Yeah, he said, wait, what was the other question? Oh, cut off question. Dun. Oh, nah. This fool. He goes, did the Patriots win on Sunday night?
Fuck you. That's what I have to say to that question. And fuck the Bills for that night. Fuck, stupid Bills.
It's all good, man. My Eagles lost. It's a gift. But yeah. Wait, are these only No, any type of questions.
No, any questions too. Any kind of questions we accept before I ask my last question to Joe. This, for those who are just tuning in as well right now and don't know what the heck is going on, why are there two people on the screen right now? It's because I have a podcast, and it's every Wednesday night, Yeddispeaks Podcast. And my brother Joe is the first special guest that I've ever had, and it's going to be historical because this shit's going to go on down the line, and we're going to try and see what it turns into and whatnot. But definitely an honor to have my brother Joe on here to be the first guest. And this is the second podcast ever of it. So last week was the first one, and this week is the second. And that's what we're going to go on about right here. I don't mean to backtrack, but what's the Step Up questions about? No, it's just that was like questions. It was open questions at that point, ideas. I got a question for you, Joe.
All right.
I love this. I really love this one for you.
I got a question after your question too.
For me or for us or for you?
For us.
So this question for you is asked, what's been your greatest joy and lesson as a father?
Oh my gosh, bro. There's some my greatest joy as a father, obviously my kids, bro. That's a man though. Like literally, bro. My for those that don't know, I have 4 daughters. You know what I'm saying? And some people be like, "Damn, 4 girls." Yes, 4 girls, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And they have been the biggest blessings in my life. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest blessings in my life. I find a lot of joy with being there because, like I said, growing up, bro, your boy grew up with a single mom, bro. Pops wasn't in the picture, and so to be able to be, like I said, present, man, in my children's life, and to be there for them, to when they're sad or when they're happy, or to experience moments, when they're my kids are doing like plays and theatrical stuff in their schools and stuff like that, and I'm able to show up for those things, man. I feel like I take a lot of pride in that, is because like I didn't really have that growing up in that sense, you know what I mean? And so to be able to give that to my kids, bro, I find a lot of joy in that, you know what I mean? And just seeing them on a daily basis, man, you know what I mean? Walking around, sometimes they're arguing with each other, but even moments like that, it's like you pull joy from there too. Yeah. It's like, all right, now I got to be the father, and hey, shh, that guy, you know what I'm saying? But you find joy in all of that, bro. So it's like that for sure, you know what I mean? Especially with my wife, for sure. No cap is one of the main things. But yeah, being a father, my kids, bro, my kids are everything. You know what I'm saying? I keep them. This bracelet right here, I actually got all of their names on it. I keep them wherever I go, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So they always gonna be with me wherever I'm at.
Super love, man. That's super love. And then the second part of that was what's your greatest lesson as a father that you've learned, I guess?
Greatest lesson? Oh my gosh, my greatest lesson as a father is, like I said before, I think it was one of the biggest things that taught me is just like being present on what's going on. Being a young father, bro, there's a lot of things that I had to learn. You know what I mean? Changing diapers, making bottles, you feel what I'm saying? Being up and trying to manage the time, sleeping schedules, and all these things. And just really listening to my kids that, you know what I mean? Like if they're going through something, like growing up, if you had an issue, bro, like I said, it was straight to the belt, or it was like, shh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no feelings right now. Like, bro, whatever you finna go through, this is what it is. And for me as a father, I've strived to learn, shout out to my wife who's been a big part of that too, and just like teaching me, like, man, we got to be more communicative with our kids instead of just being like, hey, shh, just be quiet and just, hush up. You know what I mean? Because that's how we were kind of taught. And so for me, that was the biggest lesson. It's like, dang, I'm just kind of repeating the same cycle in a sense, and maybe it might work for some people. You know what I'm saying? For certain kids kind of do learn better in that sense of like discipline or that form of teaching and parenting. But I've come to learn that in this time and age, it's very different, and I want to be the parent who's actually going to be present and listening to my kids on how they're feeling, if they're feeling hurt, if they're feeling sad. I don't want them to be afraid to be like, oh, I can't go to dad because dad is always angry and dad is always, first to, you know what I mean, yelling and shit like that. So I'm gonna just go to mom. No, I want my kids to be safe and come to me and be like, all right, dad, I'm going through this, you know what I mean? Because, my kids are very young. They're still in the young age, and, they're going to grow up to be teenagers, and that's going to be a whole different ball game right then and there. So I have to mentally prepare myself, through the stages of being a father, and just trying to be the best father I can be for my youngins. If that answers your question. Shout out to whoever asked that question too.
So Nas, much love. Beautiful question and beautiful answer as well.
Appreciate it. Gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Sorry, it was shit. Appreciate the love, everybody, man. Dumb questions and all that.
Thanks. Thank y'all for all the gifts. We see you guys for sure. Appreciate all of y'all.
Yes, indeed, man.
You said you had a question on your side.
I did. From Happy Feet. Yo, appreciate y'all, man. Sorry, I'm trying to contain and keep it. You feel me? I appreciate the love. Shout out to the gang and everybody in the building. Jump, appreciate the love again. Question from Happy Feet. There was a question from Happy Feet that I seen that I'm trying to go back towards to look at. Wait, can somebody pin Happy Feet's question, please? I could have sworn I seen it on here. Dang it. Oh, how do you deal with conflict? Appreciate that.
Ooh,
how do you deal with conflict?
That's a great question. I love that. Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first, or?
Handle Zeus.
How do I deal with conflict personally? I feel like it's definitely situational. Depends on the conflict. But my personal way I like to deal with conflict is head on. Personally, I like to address whatever it is and hit it in the face. Oh, I know exactly what you mean now, Joe. I appreciate that. Thank you. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Jump, you motherfucker. But to go back to the question now. Oh my gosh.
It's just like in your face.
Yeah, no, it is. It's in your face over and over and over again.
It's like, oh shit.
I know what you mean, Joe. So I'm gonna try and keep. No, I feel you. I'm gonna break something now. Hey, no, but we appreciate you for a jump, you bastard. But my way of handling conflict is head on for sure. Like I don't, because I feel like there's a lot of stress looming from something just like in the corner. Like if there's something I can address, I would love to hit it as soon as I can in the right way. But if it is able to get hit in that moment, but it's not the right time, then you shouldn't. You should be able to evaluate what's the right cause of action or course of action. So maybe instead of first handling it head on, it's like evaluate what kind of conflict it is. And if it is the kind of conflict I can handle head on, I'm going to handle it head on for sure. Whether it be a person, whether it be a bill, whether it be, a there's just like many different kinds of conflicts. But more often than not, I'm handling that shit straight up, like head on. And me, I don't got no damn fear, man. I ain't fearing shit. I'm really trying to address whatever it is, whether it be, because some people even find conflict like little things about conflict. Like, oh, I don't know if I could tell my coworker this, or like my sibling that, or I'm really like if there's something to do, man, just buck up and get in there. And
come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Heavy on the bill, that part, Cappy. But yeah, any kind of thing that I could get out the way, I'm just trying to just hit you straight up for real.
Spearhead that motherfucker, man. Come on, man. Facts. That's right. Yeah, I'm the same way, bro. When it talks like conflict for sure. If it's right there in front of you, just deal with it, bro. I felt like you broke it down in the best way possible for sure. It's like literally how I'll explain it. But yeah, conflict for me is like, bro, if you let that shit drag out, and then you said it's situational too. It all depends on what type of conflict you're dealing with. But if we talking about something that's like right there in front of you, present, oh yeah, it's immediately getting dealt with for sure. Whatever it is. But yeah, but conflict can be a lot of things too. You know what I mean? As far as like drama,
there could
and
be
all
inner
that
conflict
stuff,
too. Inside of you.
Oh yeah.
Like, man, there could be conflicts inside. Like, those got to get addressed too. And
yeah,
I find them in the same way too. But like, it's kind of like if there's a conflict and you get to it and you don't feel well equipped, then it's time to like get the thinking cap on, get into the like I guess the study war room and buck up, like get the game up, like get ready to stand on business in that way, like get the armor and the weaponry you need and get back out there after. You don't want to show up to a battle and you don't know what the hell you got. So yeah, that's a great question. I love that question. For sure.
Shout out to Happy Feet, man.
There's some people. There are some people who see conflict and they shy away. Maybe I'll get back to it later, or when I need to get back to it, I will. But
the one who asked the question, her response was, "So slapping folks is not the first option." Got it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
We didn't say that though. Maybe remember it's situational. No, if there's certain conflicts that you're dealing with, if somebody is disrespecting and being out of pocket, some people need the freaking
someone will benefit of the
some people, bro, need to get a little, you feel me, 1-2 to the, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie.
Mickey Mouse on them.
Yeah, but for sure though, I'm always one to like analyze the situation. Is it worth it? You know what I'm saying?
As well, because man, like,
you know what I mean?
Even though people were getting down back in the days, for real, man, these days if you beat somebody ass, they going straight to the, you know what I'm saying, and charges and some more shit. It's not worth it. Like, so
now you locked up for you.
And it's worse. That's the worst case scenario. Like, that takes you out of your life. And, that's not.
Especially if you're like, you got a lot that's going on.
You have the most going on for you. Like, just know that. Be bigger than, man. That's the whole thing within itself. Road rage and just like all of your own pride in public. Like, hey, you just hit me. Like, bro, what?
Motherfucker, fuck you. We need to fight now, and now we're gonna get locked up and throw away our whole life and dreams and goals and everything we have fucking planned.
Put them up. Let me at him. Looking at it, like, you gotta know how much you got on your plate, man. So out in public, you gotta definitely have that on your mind and on your shoulders. Like, you carry that weight on you. Like, you got a lot going on for you, man. So it's just that is that in that way. Ooh, Nas got a good question, and I feel like something happened over there. He's spraying. Coolin says some people need that work. Nah, for sure. I want to say it. Nas is saying, Joe, what's y'all biggest goals in being a streamer? Joe. Hey, you want to do something? You could do something. I'm
so sorry.
No, you're not even. Yeah, you do your thing.
So sorry, I'm trying to lock in so much, I can't even look.
No, I know it's the joy is leaping out of you for sure.
Oh my goodness, bro! Oh my goodness!
It's a challenge.
I can't even. It is a challenge. It is a crazy challenge that I'm facing right now. I was sorry. What was the question again?
Oh no, you're good. It must be really.
It's I am so. Oh my.
What's your biggest goal being a streamer?
What's my biggest goal as being a streamer?
Yeah, that's the biggest. That's just the question. If you want to break some moves, you go ahead.
I can't even get up to break shit. It's much of the fact. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm currently in the boot right now.
Oh, he's in the boot.
I didn't
even know that.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just.
Damn, bruh. What happened?
Oh, long story short, I thought I was Usain Bolt and Flash put together. Yeah, got lit. I was outside playing with my kids at the park, and next minute, I was looking up at the sky. You know, it's on the floor.
Yeah, age will do that to
dale.
us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll humble us.
Sure.
But what I'm thinking is, you know, a lot of people put it up to age in a lot of sense. But, you know, if we stayed, you know, active the whole time, you know, we'll be all right.
Tight.
There's old-ass people who running around the block, too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, we can't make that excuse every time just because we old, you know?
Right. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry, I'm trying to contain my emotions right now, bro. This shit's crazy as fuck. Sorry, what was the question? One more time.
You're good. What's your biggest goal being a streamer? Is the question.
Gosh. So my biggest goal is being a streamer. My biggest goal as being a streamer is just to keep elevating, bro. It's just to keep elevating. All right, I'm gonna try to lock in, and then I'm gonna go crazy after. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. When I got into the streaming scene, bro, I did a lot of homework on watching other streamers, bro. And Yeti is one of the biggest reasons why I'm streaming. So I got to pay homage to the Uso Yeti, man. No cap. And before I got into the streaming scene, I got on Instagram. I hit him up. I was like, hey, what do I need? This, that, and the third, you know. And he put me up on game. And right when I got into the scene, bro, I just wanted to be the best version of myself, right? Yep. And displaying my talents that God has given to me on a platform, bro. And my intentions were very clear, was to always spread positivity, was to always uplift people, and try to create an impact by displaying my talents that God has given me on the platform as such. And so my biggest goal, bro, is just to uplift people, bro. As a streamer, but if I'm able to make you smile, if I'm able to take away any type of depression or any internal things that you're dealing with on a daily basis through my streams, bro, that is the goal. The biggest goal too is just like, for me, there's no end goal towards it because I'm just in the moment of what I'm doing. Okay. Yes, there are things that I want to accomplish and do within the streams and that we plan according, like the 72. That was crazy work. Shout out to the Uso Yeti. We got to do the 72 with a lot of planning, a lot of eye-opening things for me to get better as a streamer and even just in life in general too. But yeah, I'm always just trying to elevate. So my first year of streaming, there were certain things I couldn't do that had minor setbacks, and but those were meant to be because they ended up happening the second year. So it's like, even certain collabs and 24-hour streams, 48-hour streams, 72-hour streams with the Uso and stuff like that. So I really don't have like a big goal to be like the number one streamer or to be the top, ranker, whatever on the TikTok app or even on Twitch or Kick. The biggest goal, bro, for us is just to continue to spread positivity and to uplift and to create an impact and hopefully inspire the next person who wants to become a streamer, bro, through the lens of watching, us, such as myself and also the Uso Yeti.
Beautiful. I know what you mean. Damn. No. So let me lock back.
What do you see? What do you see?
What the fuck? Oh hell no! Oh my god!
What do you see?
No.
Tell me now.
No, I know what you mean now, Joe. Oh hell no! Hold on. You guys, this is not the time when we're asking questions. Oh my goodness!
Is it conflict? Can you spearhead that?
Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, express that for both of us. Let's go ahead.
Fucking jump!
Goodness.
The fucking jumping in the fucking building.
Let's fucking go! Jump fucking man, dog.
Yeah!
Let's go! Going stupid crazy, man. I'm yelling in my house and I don't do that normally because I'm fucking at people sleeping. Fuck it. Let's go, Josh. You can't even stand. Let's go. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh. Hold on. There's more questions. Fuck no. There's more questions. He already fucking. Look what you did. Jump. Fuck. I can't even hear him anymore.
Yes! Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
golly!
Special guest, Jumpman in the building.
Special guest Jumpman on the fucking first ever Yeddispeaks Podcast. You already know what it is, man. Yo, we gonna get that in here too one time so the people can hear it. Damn! Oh my goodness gracious, man. Is he okay? I don't know. His camera's not showing it. But much love to fucking W Jumpman, man. Jumpman going stupid crazy for the first ever podcast with a special guest. My brother Joe, and he just went crazy on both of the streams, man. We were trying our hardest to lock in the whole time and not focus on anything else. But that's, so for anyone who's new, especially on my purple eyes right now, to the streams, freaking Joe is always crushing on positivity. That's why he just smacked the shit out of his camera. And it's not out of toxicity. It comes from a place of love. It comes from a place of positivity. He's out here trying to spread it positively, spread the love positively, and spread the positivity everywhere. And usually there's a lot of broken things usually behind him, but because he can't really move a lot, there's not a lot in there. Thank you so much, Jumpman, going crazy on both of them.
Love you, Jump.
It's a normal Mo Gang kind of type of thing. Very true. Shout out to the Mo Gang Entertainment. Shout out to the one and only Jumpman.
Yeah, shout out to Jump.
Going
Shout out to
stupid crazy dumb on this.
Y'all be crazy! I try so hard.
All of that, man.
On the side.
Shit. I'm so glad that your camera works. I'm like, oh shit.
Literally, it might end up like the first one.
He has a couple of broken cameras, a couple of broken chairs, y'all. A couple of broken. That shit in the back over there is broken. There's a hole in his wall. There's a lot of. It's a lot of crashing out on positivity, man, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Definitely, all my people, you gotta tap in with my brother Joe. If y'all already don't know,
Likewise,
Joe
man.
_business
Likewise.
_ Make sure y'all tune in.
Likewise,
get tapped
man.
in. Oh my gosh, man.
Appreciate you,
man. Munchies, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, dog.
Right. You know what's crazy too is like, you know, certain podcasts you watch on YouTube and like, you know, you get to edit. This is all raw. This is live. This is in the flesh. So it's like everything is getting seen right here, bro. So W community, W family, and shout out to everybody in the building, bro. W Jump, bro. No cash. Shout out to those show right there. Oh man, y'all go pick up my guy Yeddispeaks and all that. You feel me?
All of that.
Goodness.
Man, oh no, that's love, man, and that's the energy we always aspire to have and keep around us and spread the positivity as well. And oh shit, I even forgot what the fuck we was talking about before. Oh shit.
What?
Man, I'm like,
bro, I'm answering the question, bro, and I'm literally seeing everything on the side, like.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. And then
I'm like, I'm trying to get through him. I'm like,
what the fuck is that over there? And I was like, yeah, just fucking go ahead, John. Yeah, no, because it's within both of us, man. And I don't even be yelling in my room like that because you know that's just in my setting. That's not really common, but fucking we ball. It's too much.
That's right.
It's too much tonight. Definitely a historic one. That's the first time I yelled in my room. So in this new house, in the new neighborhood,
that's
new
right,
everything.
man.
Well, fuck it, everyone go know we here. First podcast ever, Jumpman and going stupid crazy dumb
yeah.
here, and everyone else as well. All the gifts all night. We definitely appreciate every single one of y'all. Damn. So to go back to the question, what was the question again? Shit, I forgot the question.
Bro, midway, I'm trying to lock in, bro. I can't even. Yeah, I forgot the question.
I was derailed by everything.
Even I gave the answer. I still can't.
I know you gave the answer. Does anybody remember what the hell I was talking about? What we were talking about? Shit, I don't remember.
I'm so sorry. Appreciate the love.
Oh, just to remember too, I have two questions then. I guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for my like ending remarks. So I guess we'll let everybody continue. What's y'all biggest goal being the streamer? Oh, thank you, Nas.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Thank you, actually, Suki, for pinning that as well. Yeah. So mine, I kind of agree with Joe. Like it always goes back to the days when you had nobody watching you. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to draw inspiration from that because some days you can get lost in the bread part of things, in the popularity part of things. Oh, they're accomplishing this, man, or they're accomplishing that. Why am I not this? And if you don't have a solid foundation, man, you could crash out. Like I talked to Joe off stream about it too. A lot of time, man, we've seen people come and go when it comes to this stuff, man. come and go and come and go, and I want to this time, and it's wishy-washy, it's in, and and then they go away. But something that you definitely have to go back and understand is, what is your why, I guess. I mean, for as cliche as it could be, the why, and my why is definitely on the same lines as Joe's, man. It was always about making someone smile. It was always about encouraging others, and it was always about man, if I could make one person smile or get something positive from this stream, I did my job, man, and it felt great to do.
Yes.
So whenever anyone was able to express that early on too, it's like, dang, it was a good stream today. I didn't make shit, or I only one person came through, but that person left happier. So that made me happy, in that sense. Yes. So just like Joe said, maybe this could become a vehicle to get us somewhere else and whatnot, but there's no really, I guess, concrete, up there kind of thing.
Yeah, and vice versa. The way that that you're trying to display and help people out, you may get up on stream and somebody may say something in the chat that helps you out throughout your day.
Man. Y'all don't know how many times y'all have helped us.
That's what I'm saying. But the chat is everything. Being the community, the A1 day ones, the people that are there just thugging it out with you and going along the journey, bro, and helping in any kind of way, shape, or form. It's crazy work.
No, it definitely is. For sure. Let's take probably one more question each, or that kind of thing, just so we can start getting it down here. So, why did you become a streamer?
You want me to answer that first?
Yeah. You want to go ahead?
Okay, yeah. Why did I become a streamer? Is because what's it called? I was definitely watching a whole bunch of streamers like Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, all those guys. You see a lot of clips that would go on your timeline, your feed, and I always knew the Uso Yeti was streaming too. And it was like, dang, I was already making content before I got into streaming. So now I'm creeping up on 3 years and some change into streaming overall. And I've always fell in love with making content, dance videos with my cousins at the job site and whatnot. And streaming back in the day was barely like rising, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, dang, not a lot of people were streaming back in the day. There's only so many or few people that were doing it. And I knew the Uso Yeti was doing it. So I was like, man, I had told myself, I was like, maybe let me just try this shit out, bro, and see where it takes us. I never said I was gonna be like, man, I'm gonna take this shit to new heights and become the best #1 poly streamer or anything like that. It was more so like, let me just try this shit out, man, and see what's cracking. And so, like I said before, I reached out to Yeti. I said, hey, I got this. I got a monitor. I got a PC. I got these things. Oh, yeah, you should be good, bro. And then, boom. After that, the first stream that I sparked up, bro, it was only me, my wife, and then Nightbot. That's who it was in the stream.
Shout out Nightbot, man.
Yeah. But it was something about seeing myself in the camera, bro, and like blasting music. I was like, bro, this is kind of like, in the same sense, like performing. The same way I love dancing and performing in front of people, bro, is the same way I'm about to take it on here. So after that first stream, I did a couple reactions, and you know what I'm saying? My wife was up in there spamming W's and comments like that. Even though she was the only viewer, I was just like, I ain't gonna lie, I'll fuck with this shit, bro. Just that right there, I'm like, I see a comment coming down. I'm like, and I think what it was too is the work that went behind it. There's a lot of things that go behind streaming, bro. Like you can't just press a button, and especially if you're streaming on a PC, like, bro, OBS Studios, microphone, your camera, the overlay,
technical difficulties is just
all these stuff, right? And so when you do spark your live and have everything that you worked on before, there's gonna be a couple of streams where you have to test out and whatnot and go back and forth. But that first one, gang, when it's fully down and you made me say, I'm like, oh yeah, we finna go crazy. Everything else is just a plus now at that point. You can just kind of go throughout your streaming journey, bro, and see like, okay, this works, this didn't work. Maybe I'll just add this and whatnot, and boom. But that first stream did it for me, bro. I fell in love with that shit automatically. I said, oh yeah, now I need to just start promoting my streams, go on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, post it on the stories, and then I use TikTok, you know what I mean? I kind of had a pretty good, following over there. So I try to drive traffic over there. So it was a lot of promoting and a lot of work that went through it. But I fell in love with that shit right off the bat. Type shit.
Right on. Love to hear that story every time, man. It's inspiring, especially to go to the roots every time, man. It's definitely always humbling to go back to that.
Yes.
It's funny because Munchies just said that wasn't a question. I was trying to remind you of your question before the crash out. But I guess we're answering the question now. Shoot.
Yeah, not lit.
There we go. So I became a streamer because like a lot of people were telling me that I would be a good streamer. Like I would because I was good at the games that I played at the time. It was Fortnite. I was supposed to be a Fortnite streamer actually.
Yes.
So like I was pretty solid at Fortnite, and I liked to talk shit while I was playing Fortnite. And like I was able to play video games and talk at the same time. And this was before, I even knew what streaming was and all of that. So, okay, cool. I mean, I could try it. But in the same sense, I knew that I like to perform as well. Like I like to entertain. Like I always loved telling jokes growing up, man. I always loved to make others laugh and whatnot. So that within itself is kind of a performance. You know what I'm saying? Like getting in front of others and like doing your best to entertain them and make them laugh and hit that kind of thing for them. So when I was able to go on, in front of people on here, man, I remember the early days too, man. Your brother was one of the people who was there in the early days, because like you post it up on Instagram and whatnot, and then you would be like, all right, I hope someone come, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I don't know how some way he was able to slide through, and when he was working late nights and stuff, that he would be in there, like have the stream up and whatnot. So definitely, you remember who was there at the beginnings,
Oh yeah,
You definitely remember.
Shout out to my friend MK Fitz.
Yep, shout out to shout out to all the family, man. For real. Like it's crazy because our stories, me and Joe's, intertwine a lot, bro. They really do. Suki, next question. There's not supposed to be a next question because it's supposed to be one each, and then we go to the next the next one. So there's supposed to be a question from him and a question from me, and then we're done. Sorry, but yeah, the. Just the beginning was that's kind of the reason why. Like others thought I would be solid at it, and I enjoyed entertaining others, so I entertained the idea of it, and ever since then, being in there, finding out the why at the beginning, and that's all a beautiful part of it, kind of thing. So,
love it, 100%, man. Shout out to everybody, man.
You already asked your question too, or no? For this last question one?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I don't know if you have a whole bunch or.
Yep. Nope. I don't think we have another question. If you got another one, shoot it. Yeah. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love.
This question, DB, was at another time, so I don't know how relevant it was. I felt like it kind of wasn't really relevant, and it's kind of like on these streams as well, like especially in the podcast and stuff. I mean, we
appreciate you.
We don't get too like quote unquote political, I guess, or too quote unquote religious in a sense of like going deep into all of these things, deep dive kind of thing. But the question here is, do you guys believe in concealed carry then? Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to say in terms of that. Joe, you crazy.
Concealed carry. Appreciate the quarter.
Yes, appreciate it.
Everybody loves to live go crazy and all that. Okay.
Everybody, thank you. I love you guys.
Do I believe in concealed carry?
Yeah. And the army and the father and everything. Much love.
Strapped up to protect yourself on the side. You know what I'm saying?
It was during the time you guys were talking about fighting.
The conflict. You talking about conflict, or you talking about what do you mean, like?
That's what I'm saying, like
fighting.
I mean, trying to look back at the. No, I think it was. It was when conflict. It was when we were talking about conflict.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, shit. I mean. We in America, ain't we? Shit, I don't know. Like that's my stance on it, I guess. Like,
yeah. I mean, I don't really know too much about like in the sense of like I don't know having a firearm to protect. I mean, like in a household, I don't know. Like, you mean like still walking around with a burner on you? Like, what is the?
So I don't know as well. Like, how to go about that question?
Like,
really you gotta come at us with a good question in a sense.
I'm gonna say this.
I don't know really about that question.
Yeah, I mean, I got me, you know what I'm saying? I got me my protector type shit for whenever I need to deal with certain things of that manner, because we live in a crazy world. You know what I'm saying? If I need to handle it the way I need to handle it by protecting myself or protecting my loved ones, I'm gonna do so.
I think you get your answer, especially right there from Joe.
Yeah,
bam, like that from him saying that. So that's enough, I think, to answer in my opinion.
Yeah, bro.
I hope you got that from that fucking jump man. We love you, jump man. We love you. Okay, we love you. Shit.
Already.
Definitely answer right there. You go. Okay. definitely shout out to all the gifters, all the double tappers. Much less freaking jump man all the time as well.
What?
Let's do this. There's a lot of little questions, but I don't know how serious they are. Okay, I'll ask one more. All right, and I did kind of want to go down this route before, like, I get to my questions.
Yes.
Someone's asking this: How did you become an Eagles fan? And I'm not the Eagles fan, so you don't be asking me that much. But he's an Eagles fan. So how did you become an Eagles fan?
It's actually my brother, my older brother. He kind of started that.
Malai?
We used to live in Malai. So he had a close friend out in the East Coast. We used to live in the East Coast in New Jersey, and we were like at least like 30 minutes away from Philadelphia, bro. Damn near right there. And one of his friends that he went to school with is how he became an Eagles fan. And after that, he started repping it, and we drove all the way from New Jersey all the way to Cali, and that's kind of how it started, bro. And so my brother was an Eagles fan, and that's how we kind of just followed suit. I was like, oh, that's all the bros team. Fuck it, we finna hop on the ship right there. And luckily we did, because you feel me, we went through some shit at the early ages of being an Eagles fans. You know, Andy Reid was the coach before. You know, Donovan McNabb was the quarterback around that time. Brian Westbrook, you know, Brian Dawkins, you know what I'm saying? Deshaun Jackson, LaShawn Shetty McCoy, you feel me? Brent Selleck,
talent, man.
Jason Kelsey, you know what I'm saying? Asante Samuels, bro. The list goes on, you feel what I'm saying? And, you know, being an Eagles fan, bro, at that early age, it was like underdog, you know, status for us. You know what I mean? Even when we went to the Super Bowl and we lost to the Patriots back in the day. There's a lot of things that played a part into it, but for sure, my brother was like the first, you know what I mean, that inspired us to become an Eagles fan.
There you go. And man, next time I have you on, and I told him before we got on the stream that this is definitely not going to be the last time he gets on the stream on the podcast. So he definitely is going to come, and we'll talk more about sports / football. But I was thinking about making that one of the segments, but you know, inspiration came through, and that wasn't already. So all right, y'all. We're gonna get down now. He said ELGESES. Or AJ and Devontae Smith on the Hail Marys. Oh hell no, man! This guy a joke, man. You already knew who was saying that.
Yes.
So okay. All right, now that all the questions have subsided, everybody, I know there's a lot of other smaller questions, but we're going to get now down to my final two questions that are going to round us up and wind us down and, you know, get to the conclusion. Yep. Let's go over a recap. One last time recap of what we've talked about here. Damn it. Thank you again, motherfucker. This guy. To recap what we have talked about today, y'all. We talked today about love and the many aspects of it. We talked about advice we would give our younger selves, what Joe does to better his mental health, and to let me not look over there. Oh, sorry. To top 5 music artists as well. We've talked about fathers in our lives, and also the points of view of a father, advice for fathers as well. Huge thing. Also, we've talked about dance. Joe's love for dance. He really loves dance and the passion behind it and his roots in dance. So, I don't know if you have your VODs up on the purple or the green, but I also have my VODs up as well on the purple. So if you guys want to watch that all back to, you know, see our points of view and all that great stuff, you're definitely welcome. More than welcome to. All right.
Appreciate you.
Yes. Appreciate you. Jump again. Damn me. Much love, Papa.
Much love, man. Y'all gonna pick up my guy Jumpman in the building, man. Don't care. I really like that on all that. You mean?
One and only and all of that, man. Yes, sir. All of that. Oh, I didn't mean to press that one, but my love. Okay. So now we're going to get into the second to last question. This one is for Joe, and the question is, after your life, or we could also put it into after your streaming life, what is it that you would like to have been known for?
What is it that I would like to be known for?
Like maybe your legacy.
Um, I would like, damn, that's a heavy question. I like that. I never got to really think about that, bro.
So,
Just never really got to think about it like go that far, thinking like, what would I want to have people remember me as?
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Damn, that's a deep question for sure. I think for one, um, it's just like you said, like both of us being positive people, just always just being positive, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that's what I display, not just within my streams, but just like in real life. You know what I'm saying? Definitely like, to my family, not even just to the masses, like to my kids. You know what I mean? That I was a great father or a great husband to my wife. Like if the day comes where, if I do go, before them and stuff like that, that hopefully I did the best that I could, man, to be present and to be there and to love them unconditionally and to show them that that their dad loved them and that my wife that I loved her as well, and especially just to everybody, man, that I come across, whether if it's on a stream or just in real time, man. Yeah, just to be a positive person, man. I hope when I go, bro, when the curtains are closed, bro, and be like, oh yeah, Joe was, you feel me? He was a positive guy, and especially, oh my. And yeah, and yeah, just for sure for my kids, bro. Just okay, yeah, yeah, like, yep, yeah. If that it is so hard to get my answer out, and I'm trying to you feel me, think about it really right now. But yes, for sure, as a positive being, hopefully I'm remembered as somebody who was, very uplifting, and oh my gosh, bro.
Nah, yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Type shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's your answer.
That's my answer. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my answer.
I love the answer. Yeah, jump. Yeah, I'm a fucking guy, man. This guy, bro. I know what you mean, Joe. I know what you mean. I'm trying to. Okay. Okay. Man, he's about to make me not focus again. Hold on. Let me lock in. Joe locked in, so I gotta lock in, guys. I'm checking the strength from Joe right now.
Yeah, you gotta do. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
All right, thank you. I did need that. See, there it goes. I agree. Like, I love how you were able to say one of the first things that your mind pointed to was being a father and being a husband, and that just goes to show where your values are placed in life. You know what I'm saying? Where the priorities are, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely a great testament to who Joe is and what he's about, and definitely something to look up to, for sure. I definitely am very much so honored to see that, and damn, and to shit, and to have that present from you in this life, and that being your core values. That's where you're going. You know what I'm saying? And to know Joe is to love him, man. And I'm gonna give my brother his flowers right now, as he deserves them. You know what I'm saying? He definitely is someone who's known for that and will be known for that. Like, when you're answering the question, like, if you were to go before your time, that's definitely not what the question meant. It was like, it's more so like after, like when, like after the, like, say you were to retire early or something. Okay. Like you were done streaming. I'm like, damn, I'm not talking about you die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought you meant like that, gang. Like if I died today,
no, that's definitely not what I meant. I mean, like, after you're done with your streaming journey, or you can also look at after you're done with your as life as well too. Like I agree.
Well, no, yeah, in the same sense, I guess it still correlates.
Yeah, I think it still would, right? Yeah. It would still correlate to that in that sense and in that way. So, Shit. Oh, fuck. But yeah. So that question was for you. I don't know. Like, just like all these questions. Like, if you didn't notice, I didn't get them answered back to me. Like the questions. So
Yes.
these were meant for you, by the way. So
I appreciate
unless you want them
it.
to ask me, but you don't have to. And
Yes, you can.
no, but I mean, you didn't want to, so I'm gonna continue. Oh, sorry, no. So what I would like to be known for, I guess, after it's all said and done, whatever it may be, the entertainment side of things, or in my life too. So when you leave Earth, yeah, jump, basically, and when either I leave Earth or when I leave Earth's social media career, yes. I guess, I definitely would like to have been known for as, I think I may have talked to you about this off stream or something, like, someone who was able to bring people joy, someone who was funny. I feel like one of the main qualities of mine is humor as well. Like we all, just like all of us, like we just trying to make people laugh and people smile, and whether it makes us look goofy or sacrifices us in that way, we're all for it in that sense, right. So right. Basically that, someone who brought others joy and a safe place for them to be themselves as well, and someone that you would like to be safe or feel safe around as well, maybe, like, and just like you said, man, one day hopefully a father, one day hopefully a husband to a great family, just like my brother here. So that's definitely
all of the time, whenever that time is.
Whenever, I'm not trying to jump to the conclusion. You're
doing you right now.
Yeah,
whenever you
do me.
That's right.
And when the time comes, it comes, and I'm gonna be just like you, man, in the sense of like trying to tackle fatherhood and be the best dad I can. Like when it's time, man. For me, for sure. Like I'm definitely willing and ready to give my all when that time comes. But let me do me right now. Yeah. Type shit.
There you go, man.
Yeah, if you guys want to hear me talk about the little bit of dating and all that, you go earlier in the stream and the vibe. You can find that. We're not gonna go back over that right now. But yeah. So that is the second to last question, and I definitely thank you for answering that. And this last question here, it has to do with another 72-hour stream or another big stream. What do you have to tell for the people? Is there another stream in the works or coming up, or is that even a thing gonna happen?
I will say this, gang. You feel me? For sure, we have to do another stream, of that magnitude or even more. You know what I mean? In that sense, we did the 24s, we did a 48, we did this 72. I think it's only right that we up it and do a motherfucking 96, bro. So for sure. Obviously not anytime soon this year, but next year I would love to have the 96-hour stream with the same individuals that we had on the 72, and also even from the 48, man, if possible. Maybe there might be some new faces, but 100%, bro, let it be known that, bro, all of these streams, bro, they just gonna keep getting, feel me? 96 and maybe a 30-day, or I don't even know, but you know what I'm saying? All of that. Yeah. And y'all, for those that missed the 72, man, you already know there was a lot of work that went into that 72, bro. What I mean by that, like behind the scenes, the planning, the scheduling, the different back and forth with, sponsorships and getting with people and guests and stuff like that. So we want to stick to, that same mindset and that mentality on how we approach the 72 is to try to give you guys nothing but straight entertainment, raw entertainment from myself and the Uso Yeti, bro. Like I said, bro, this dude's brain, bro, is on a whole nother level when it comes to, like, you feel me? You know me, I'm like free spirited and I do my streams and somewhat planning. But this guy, he's a planner, bro. When we was planning, bro, in the Discord call, like, yes, I'll put my inputs and I'll put his inputs, but nah, this dude needs to get his flowers on that type of time, because I promise you, bro, like the preparation was on a whole different type of level, man. And I feel like, I probably did shout you out for that, but I definitely want to still, revisit that and let you know that, bro, this dude is on a whole nother level. And as well as you give me my flowers, bro, the same to you, man. So Yeti, I love what you got going on right now with this whole podcast thing. But you already know, man, the 96-hour stream, hopefully next year, maybe some new guests, maybe, you know what I'm saying, certain individuals from the 48 hour and whatnot. I can't really say too much. And but once it does drop, you already know, man, the preparation, the execution, bro, that we did the different segments. As far as the scheduling, shout out to Yasmin for the you know what I mean. That's one of the Yeddispeaks homegirls that did the what's it called, the graphic designing for our scheduling and stuff like that. And shout out to everybody that just played a big part within the 72-hour stream. But yes, look for stay tuned for a 96-hour stream. Like I said, I don't know when it's gonna happen. I know how it's gonna happen, but for sure we manifesting it, and it's gonna happen some way, or you know what I'm saying, or another type of shit. So I cannot wait, bro, because that's gonna be on a whole other level of actual, man. No cap.
Oh yeah, nah.
But yes,
love to hear that, man. And so the people can hear it too, you know what I'm saying? Get that hype going, because it's about to be real. And this year is coming to a close, and we are looking to do the stream next year. So the year is going to be over in 2 months. Over. You know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for that. And just like Joe said, man, a lot of planning goes into it. And as of right now, man, there's still so much more for us to show, especially a lot of the people who are new, what happened in the 72-hour stream. So, like, little by little, we release more and more clips, and there's going to be, man, I thought there would only be enough clips for like a month or two, but there's clips for the rest of the year and even some more into next year.
I still got to get up, bro. There's so much in the vault right now. I'm like, get fit.
There's a lot in the vault. So it's like, it's a long-term project to, like, get more clips of that and more skits and all of that stuff out from that one. But it was such a great historic 100% moment. Even though, just like you said, Us, yourself, like, it's not our goal to be like the biggest streamers, like poly streamers and whatnot, but you know, if it so happens to fall in the lap, you know, that's just is what it is. But we're just trying to do us and do us to the best of our abilities in that sense, like, you know, put our best foot forward and do that. How many hours in the 72? We kind of did like, I mean, that's a funny question now, but like, we kind of did like, what, 75 or 76 or 74?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we went over
like 75, because the ending was very crazy.
Yeah, the ending was crazy too. Yeah, for sure. So definitely a lot coming in the future, and we did learn a lot, just like Joe was talking about earlier in the stream, from that 72-hour stream. So definitely look forward to a lot being planned, and a lot, because we're even drawing inspiration now from things that we see, like, and we'll send each other little videos or little ideas, and I definitely feel like, you know, meetings are gonna have to come back a little soon, and man, big changes are coming into the new year as well, man. I definitely have a lot to offer. Joe does too, and there's definitely some new shit coming, and y'all gonna see, man. On so many levels, man. Y'all don't even know what's going on. I know. I see Joe smiling. You know a little bit of what's going on, and you know what I'm saying. We got some shit. We got some shit for y'all. For sure. So definitely be ready. We're gonna be cooking it up, throwing it up, and making sure that y'all are in the loop and see everything that's going on. But man, that's gonna do it, brother. That is the podcast tonight. Shout out to my brother Joe _business_ everybody.
Man. Yeah.
Everyone definitely give it up for my brother, man.
Hey, I just want to say appreciate you again for the opportunity to be able to be on your podcast, to be the first ever guest, man. This is a episode chapter or 2 or podcast 2, however you want to call it, bro. Shout out to my guy Yeti, man. If you guys don't already follow him on the Purple app, which is Yeti Streams, man. Also on TikTok, Yeti Space Johnson, man. Hit him up, man, on those platforms. Also on Instagram, YouTube as well, man. Tap in with my guy. He's doing these every Wednesdays, correct?
Yes, every Wednesday
podcast. You know what I'm saying? And man, tune in, bro. If you got some time to slide through, man, tap in with him, because he's always providing great energy and vibes and great value, bro. You know what I mean? Especially in the cinema therapy sessions, bro. They get real deep. You know what I'm saying? They get real deep and turn on the mental side of things and on life, man. So this is my dog, bro. We grew up together type shit. And it's also great to be in the same space, bro. Let alone to be a part of your journey, man, on this new chapter that you're about to embark in. And we're rooting for you, man, from the Mo Gang Entertainment over here, bro. And wishing you nothing but the best. It was much love to you and yours from the Mo Gang Entertainment. Again, thank you so much for having us on here. No cap. Shit like that.
Man. Thank you. Thank all of you.
Already.
Thank the community. Thank my brother Joe for taking the time out for real, man. It's really, really, really love, man. And it's pretty dope. Our communities definitely are kind of intertwined, and go over there and y'all come over here. Yep. So it's definitely love to y'all from the mob. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Yeti mob, all of the beautiful people. To the mob. Man, showing all the love and being here and the support back and forth. It's definitely especially in the long run, man. Y'all gonna see, man. I'm just so excited for just like for the 72-hour stream, man. We were so excited to like let y'all see and be a part of it. Right. Man, these future changes too. And the future moves that we got going on, man, y'all gonna love it. Y'all not gonna want to miss it. So make sure y'all seatbelts is buckled. Y'all tapped in for the rest of the year, and especially the beginning of next year and what we got going on all next year. You know what I'm saying? We always say that it's just the beginning, but Joe, is this not the beginning for real? Like, I kid you not.
Come on now. We just scratching the motherfucking surface of this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Say it like that. Real talk, man. There's so much to be done. There's so much to be prepped, man. But yes, I will say before when that time that's coming about. Type stuff. But yeah, appreciate you again, Moso, man. Again, bro. Much love, bro. Okay.
Yes, sir. Likewise, my brother.
All right. For surely. All right, then I'll get out of your hair, man. Yeah, you have a blessed one, not a stressed one, and we're gonna catch you on the motherfucking
next one. Much love to the Vogue Gang Entertainment, man.
I'm ready, man.
Love, brother. Hell yeah.